There we go. Hello and welcome to session 10 of Dungeons & Dragons Baldur's Gate. I mean, these sessions have yet to be uploaded. I've just didn't have the time yet. Was also a bit lazy maybe. But, oh well. So, last session, there was a bonus scene that happened after the session was over. I took some time with Amber. So, but I want you guys to know about this. Sometime later, Amber found another man by the marketplace with his hands tied by the red cord. Confronting him about it, he explains that he is atoning for his sins, for he took the life of a man from a bandit that was one of the ambushers during a caravan travel. Man, this reads really boring. I should be a better writer. Ring the cords for 30 days as a way to remember of all the things hands are useful for, and to think twice before you take a man's life with the stroke of a blade. For talking some more, this pilgrim offers her some insight, suggesting that maybe she is wearing the cords not just to think twice when to strike, but also to allow herself to ask for help. Everybody stunned?
I was about to say, silence isn't good for recording.
And there was no reaction.
Everyone
died inside for free.
Yeah, it's the most common way to die.
Wait, there's no bard here. Why should anyone die of cringe damage?
psychic damage.
You're just really good at cringe damage.
Who's squeaking?
Don't worry about the squeaking. Don't get yourself distracted, unicorn. Stay on the game!
Har, har, har. Very cool.
Oh, are we still
Part of
in
mine.
the tower? Flaming Feast Tower?
We
Uh,
left that one already.
it's been a day. Another day passed, I think.
Oh, so we got another long rest in.
Yes.
Great. I can replenish all the resources I didn't use last time.
So yeah, I kind of wanna. I mean, so I wanna know about you guys. If you want, there has been like some talkings, or mostly Mara, about like having more downtime or feeling like you're under a lot of pressure. But it's I'm leaving it up to you if you want to take like another week or maybe a month before you go do the Van Vamper Villa. But I'm ready to move on.
Character wouldn't be for more downtime except if it's needed for the cause, so to say.
Yes.
I mean, if he needed to prepare, you know, but otherwise he would like to press on.
Also, what would downtime help?
You could make money, or train some skills, or make friends, or kill some friends.
Yeah, but for daily on, it's more important to press on.
I know.
It seems to me there is this sense of urgency with this quest, so...
Yes, because we have to deal with this woman before she drags Baldur's Gate down into hell.
Exactly.
I mean, we would save us the way, because then we would be in hell already. I could look after the other town, but yeah, that's kind of a problem, I think.
Yeah, I think there's a big problem. Like, how do we know when Baldur's Gate gets dragged into hell? It could be tomorrow, but is it like it could be like 2 years?
Exactly, but as we don't know, I think we are under time pressure. So.
I think we have at least one, or also my guess is that we have so much time until she manages to get to Archduke position, or whatever the name of that was.
My guess is it will happen in any case. So,
No, I mean, she needs to do something that gets her more power in Baldur's Gate, so she can actually get the shit I mean, dragging a city to hell is not something you do just for fun or stuff.
Oh, I do it all the time, so I do it every Sunday.
Yes, you're dragging us down to hell.
That's my job.
No, it's not your job. You're not getting paid for that. Except you're getting all the sweet, sweet YouTube money. When you're done.
There's no YouTube money. You curse once and everything gets demonetized nowadays.
Yes. Because YouTube is full of pussies.
So,
I guess with me on the show, it would be demonetized in the first 20 seconds.
it's
There's a solution for this. Censoring.
So, great.
yeah, just self-censor yourself. Just don't be that guy that talks his
you
mind.
beeping beep. Go beep to beeping beep.
Basically, yes.
But also the bot recognizes the beep noise, so it demonetizes people who use the beep noise because it counts as a swear word.
You don't beep it because it's obvious there's a curse word there. You delete the audio completely there. It's way less obvious.
Or
Harder
you
to recreate.
or you
Out
Or
a few seconds.
troublesome.
you create a different sound clip you play instead of the beep. Like
Yeah, you take some
Pants.
duck noises. Every time there's a quack.
yep.
So, when do
Okay,
we,
so
do you
about the
want to-
downtime.
Yeah, do you even want downtime? I mean, the only reason for me to have downtime with Ember is skipping the where the
Do we have another level out of that? If no, then
Now you guys are level 3 until it's probably about when you're about to leave the city. It's when the next level up is.
when are we going to leave the city?
We are going to hell.
I don't want to leave the city.
So the thing is,
There's
there's like some, I think one key item, basically that's like, oh you, oh well. So it's kind of when if you don't find it, I have some trouble. It's like-
Well, I suggest you make sure that we find it then.
it's easy, Zonalar. You make it the Skyrim way. So if we don't find it, there will just be a courier from an anonymous benefactor that's just gonna deliver the item to
Yeah,
us and
what
be like,
you do have
hey,
to
this
think-
guy.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Never come.
They caught you at the border, eh?
No, they at the town.
Well, to be fair, my guy was a criminal, so he might be arrested.
I would be on my horse halfway to Hammerhall.
Unicorn, does your character know how long the court has to be born?
I was saying a 10-day.
Yes.
And the day you captured and killed the guy was the third day.
Yes.
So we could wait for this to pass, actually.
Yes,
It's-
with all the benefits and consequences of it.
But
I don't know the
suggest-
consequences.
I suggest if we do that, we at least prepare for dimension, you know, like
Exactly.
trying to get infos about it.
I mean, my alternative idea was just I go to Jinxie, ask her if I can take it off for the mention job and then continue after.
That's also
Yeah, that would be useful.
Mean
Because I don't know what the whatever the in there and even or if she's just an evil sorceress, I may have to punch her in the face.
By the way, is there a way for us to make some money this week? Because
Only if you take the own time.
yeah, because it's 1 year to learn a new skill.
If you go by the default rule,
Why do you need more money?
you obviously need
always
more money
good.
for more. He still needs to buy it.
Yes.
See, I knew it.
1,000, not
Oh
even
my.
close.
Oh, that's a lot of downtime.
Yeah. Not
You
even close.
you want to buy what?
I mean,
Plate
if
mail?
you do, according to a discussion I had with Sonalar like 1 or 2 months ago, we had during the first downtime that I never actually used, that we still have to talk about Sonalar. You can make a shitload of money with arena fighting, especially the illegal kind.
Yes.
Oh.
So, how much of a fighter are you?
Can I
No.
use spells?
No, nothing that
Well,
kills me.
Can I use knife?
No,
It's
nothing that kills me.
it's a two
It's
skill.
just fisticuffs.
It's either 3 or 4 skill checks, and one of them is just a straight attack roll.
No, can use knife. Can use arena fight. Unless it's a night fight, then he can do something. But still, the barbarian, some barbarian or someone with a huge HP, they win, or a monk.
Or anyone.
The problem is if there is a 10% chance of a complication arriving from downtime.
And there's also all the rules like no armor, no weapons, no magic.
I mean, like, you can create magic items if you want to this way. That's a thing you can do in 1 week. Create a common magic item, like the Cloak of
You
Billowing.
need to have a lot of money for it, right?
Legal arena fight, I would expect at least one knife fight there.
So-
Like,
I mean,
So it depends. It depends on the magic item, like what you want to create. Of course, like creating a magical weapon +1, that's hard and costs a lot of money.
I mean, if you go by some of the most discussed rule, even creating that Ring of Fire resistance costs at least 500 gold. And then you still have to make it yourself and have the skills for it.
But you can create arrows that knock people prone when you hit them, and that one would not be so expensive. You can do that, I think, with 50 or 200 gold.
It's not expensive at all.
how many arrows for 200?
How
One?
much money do I have again? Oh yeah, 15 gold.
Yeah, I have 110. I offer you money, you say no.
Yeah, because I don't want your dirty stolen money.
Oh yeah, make the money good.
So it's called developing ammunition, and that's a common magic item, which has the enemy rolls a DC 10 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Wow. And how much does it cost for like a bunch? That's
So
really good.
it depends. Like,
DC 10? Bro, I do that every day.
yes, but it's like a super cool stuff that if you, I don't know if, I think nobody wanted to play like more ranged. Like that's something that you could have in your arsenal.
To be fair, my guy become the secondary tank.
Yeah,
You don't have
can't
enough
You are
melee,
primary tank. You
So
can't go there.
so if you have like somebody who creates weapons or has blacksmithing or I don't know, like a skill that works in this direction, that would be an item that you can create, like arrows that knock people prone.
Well, then I can. I have Smith's tools. The only problem is a strength check. So I only have a +1.
We don't have the money for them.
Yeah.
50 gold.
Yeah, for one arrow, right?
I mean, I'd let you. Let's see.
Yeah, we don't have much. Gold,
Yeah, I think
so.
so. Yeah, for one. I think
Don't
it's
have
for
much
one. Yeah.
Right now, only because we spent 100 gold to to analyze that.
Which was totally pointless. It only served Zonalar taking me even more.
Yes.
Because he wrote on that awesome magic item description table and it turned salty.
You don't like the axe, the free magical
Now we
axe?
could sell the axe.
No.
Yes.
Next time we see this shop, we're gonna raid this.
And then you're gonna die from all the summoned elementals and
Yeah, the
stuff.
fireballs.
Not just it you whole.
I mean, you guys could create a helm. The Dread Helm. This fearsome steel helm makes your eyes glow red while you wear it.
Elm is already with us.
Oh!
Sounds like that sounds kind of like the
Delian, gain inspiration for this. Delian. Hello?
No.
I don't know if you guys can still hear me.
I can still hear you. I was about to complain about inspiration, but then I decided no, that's not worth it.
No. Let's just storm in. We cannot buy shit because we don't have enough money for something cool. So the best we can work, but we won't get you
Before
that
we
much
keep
money.
waffling about for 20 more minutes, just like, do you want to take a downtime or do you want to get on the...
Yeah, so for me the only reason to take a downtime that my character would accept basically would be for Ember waiting for the court to be off.
Well, it's not exactly... She's not exactly sitting around and waiting. She's actually doing stuff in the time, but...
Yeah, but I mean,
It's
that's the reason.
yeah, it's part of a training to wear the cord for a 10-day.
Oh, my proposition would be you would ask this how is she called? Your
Jinxie.
This woman.
Jinxie, if you can take it off for the mansion, and if not, we will take the downtime until you can take it off.
I agree with Dalian.
Why are you always agreeing with him? That's suspicious.
Because grapevines think alike.
So what are you thinking then? You just agree. Like, you're just agreeing to him.
Well, because I was thinking the same thing. Like, we are under time pressure, and the only reason why we postpone the attack on the mansion, actually, like, there are two reasons. One reason is that we wait for Unicorn to become useful, and the other reason is to like scout it out maybe.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we like my character. I think would feel to just get this over with as soon as possible, because otherwise bad shit might happen.
Nice.
Well,
So-
while I do the training, you can do the scouting.
Taurit, what do you think?
I agree. The only reason to wait is Discord.
Discord.
Yes. Discord.
Yeah.
But
Let's just go with this woman and ask for.
Okay, so Unicorn can roll me a persuasion check then.
can I? With my sweet -1.
Let's see if she accepts. No! Fuck no, it's part of your training. Don't you dare take it off.
Okay.
You better learn something into your thick skull.
I learned something.
If you have a job to do, then do it like a true follower.
And I guess we'll take the downtime
No,
until
as
the
a
court
true
comes
follower
off.
means we do it right now. You can maybe take 1 day off to scout it.
What do you guys want to do?
Still the same thing, but I'm throwing a stick in their wheel.
So yeah, yes, Amber comes back and she's like shaking her head, disappointed, like a puppy that got chastised for peeing on the floor.
Don't make stuff that she wouldn't do. Yeah, please. She doesn't look disappointed. She just looks like.
She looks angry and upset like always. Like
Well then,
constantly constipated is the look on her face.
Right.
Yes.
Really comfortable.
Amber, what do you want to do with this situation then?
I want to get it over with.
Well then,
Then get over this.
let's scout out the mansion and figure out whether we can do it either without Amber or with in her state.
You're making it sound like I'm sick or something.
You are in the head.
Worse, you don't have hands, friend.
I have hands. I wave my hands in front of his face.
You are bound in your actions. So
I can still kick you in the nuts.
Well, can you kick the enemies in the nuts? Okay,
That's why I can't believe it.
I trust you then.
It's okay, Joshua. You still have me. I will be of help.
No, you're not.
Oh, you will be of help. Just you wait.
You will be carrying his stuff like always.
Rhea Metalmorn
we'll scout out the mansion.
Rhea Metalmorn polishes her heavy crossbow.
It's out of wood.
You still got oil it.
Polish.
Soda alarm, can you just point out once more where the mansion lies?
So let's go to the map. There we go. The mansion is in the upper city by the
I'm
temples.
pinging it.
It's getting
Okay.
pinged at.
Yeah.
It's nearby the High Hall and the Hall of Wonders.
And it's not too far from the 3 old cakes.
Yep.
Well, then I have an idea. Let's look around this while we go and visit the temple of Amberley.
What do you want there?
Just ask them whether what we did was enough.
All
Do you
right.
want my uneducated guess on that?
Well, I can make an that, so I want like the more educated guess of a priest.
Why, instead of having guessed, we just confirm what
Yeah, it's not important, it's the way that counts.
Do what you want.
I mean, I just wanted to have like a reason if somebody was
Yeah,
asking us why
exactly.
we are skulking around the. We don't even have to go there. Just thought-
You are a flaming fist. You don't need a reason to be anywhere.
well, that's look. Let's not get into politics here.
This is all politics. I hate politics.
So let's just agree with that. We go into the direction of the temple of Amberley, and on the way we casually walk by the Van Tamper villa.
So the Temple of Amberley is down here, the Water Queen's house by the coast. That's the that's in the lower city part in the steeps.
Yeah, that would be a bit convoluted. Let's just say we are patrolling from like the.
A Citadel
tavern.
Gate.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
from the gate to the sea tower.
I mean that's so. It's you're pretty. You know that that's not your job. The Flaming Fist patrols the lower city and takes care of the outer city. The upper city has their own city guard.
okay.
What they have a name, but I just forgot what they were called.
The tower guard or something like.
Bunch of idiots.
Yeah, but still, I guess there will be quite a few Flaming Fist members in the upper city because the 3 old cakes is there also.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Watch.
Yeah, the watch.
The Watch guards patrol the upper city. So yes, during the day and even in the nights, the Flaming Fist guys can go to the 3 old kegs and drink. Like Flaming Fists have the privilege to travel in the upper city at night. I mean, it's looked down upon. Like, go about your business, make it quick, but you don't get refueled by the gates for this.
So my idea of scouting is that we need to know like at least about one 24-hour cycle of what happens in the villa, so that we can count the guards and see if there is like some way how we could, let's say, find the plan to get there without fighting. Just like, I don't know, some disguise or some reason why we would need to visit it. That was my idea. We might just as well just drop the whole scouting thing and just storm the freaking place.
Yeah, but we would need to have some support from the Flaming Fist.
May
And
I
some
do a,
blink dogs
may I
and stuff.
do,
not
throw a
really good.
suggestion?
Uh-huh.
One of you idiots has contact.
Oh, a specific idiot. Yeah, go on.
Why not just ask them if they know anything, or if they know a secret way in, or whatever the hell?
But that's gonna cost money, though.
Yeah. That ain't gonna be cheap.
Plus, a secret way that isn't known by the Van Tamper family itself.
Well,
Even if they know about it, then so we do. Yeah, then do we, so what the fuck?
If they know about it, it will be guarded
Yeah, if they know about it and
or blocked somehow.
if
Let's
they
not
use it to
discuss
flee and we don't know about it, they can just go away and we can follow.
Joshua, can you just get in contact with your criminal guys and see how much such an information would cost us?
well, okay.
And if
Yeah.
it's like low, if you guess it's low enough, then just like get some money up front and just pay for it.
I have an out of character comment. Why does the village girl from the frozen north have to think about your criminal contact?
I don't know why you're stepping out of character.
How about you keep being broody and constipated instead?
Yeah, exactly.
Why might I let you run this thing against the wall on your own?
It's almost as if you were sick of this character.
I can ask my informer on how much would they be willing. But even if it's not expensive, I don't promise anything.
Oh, of course. Just get it.
No.
Just find out.
Sure.
It's good that you don't promise anything, otherwise we would just be disappointed by the result.
Yep.
No, I'm back to broody and miserable.
Thanks. Okay. So what about the rest of us? Darian, wanna go take a walk around?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. If anyone wants to join, other than Joshua who has his quest, then join. If not, then find some other useful shit to do. Why am I supposed to decide everything? I don't have to.
Because you're the self-declared leader of this bunch of idiots.
Well, thank you for having this group thing and being part of our bunch
Only
of
be
idiots.
quiet.
So,
Please.
He's always quiet. It's not a qualification for anything anymore.
all right.
So quiet.
Let's.
How do you think about it, Saurif?
He's probably simply just carrying.
Are you coming with us?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then let's go.
Someone go with Joshua so he doesn't get lost.
You can.
Okay.
So let's split the party.
Good.
Yeah.
Famous words before death.
No, famous last words before death is throw me the spear.
Well, Zonalar, I think we're set. We're just gonna go by through the day and just try to be nosy without being too nosy.
Yep.
And now we've lost Zonalar.
Now I'm here. I'm reading up on something real quick.
Oh,
He's rolling his random encounter tables to see how he can fit.
I'm looking up, like Mara said, that she wanted to resolve her, her, what's it called?
Issue?
Yes. I mean, not all of them, but one of them.
I mean, I have only one issue. Well, I have two issues. One of them is called Joshua, and the other one is. But I think the Joshua issue can wait.
What? It, Joshua is that much of a...
I just said that to make you insecure.
For me, it's more funny.
Okay.
How is it more funny for you?
What did he do to you? He just... Yeah, best break.
So-
Break and say, thank Helm.
Unicorn, for the last, like we did like the, what's it called? Downtime before. You wanted to have downtime, right? So why don't you work?
Yes, I work. At what?
What skills do you have?
And there...
Yes, I can break bar.
A lot of skills that need two working hands. That are not bound
I mean,
by a red cord.
the last downtime, if you count that to dead, I would have my hands free. It just happened afterwards.
Yes, yes, exactly. So you would have your hands. Would you work at the docks? Strongman? Carry boxes?
Yes, I would do. I moved the boxes.
12 hours a day?
No,
In the middle of the night?
I don't care. I can see in the dark.
Roll me a strength athletics check.
What? A strength or athletics or both?
It's a strength athletics check. It's an athletics check with strength.
It's a decent roll.
does it roll?
So, for your week, you have a comfortable lifestyle. Comfortable means... usually this would cost like 2 gold pieces a day. So you can afford like a feather bed. It's really nice. You can afford nicer clothing and easily maintain your equipment. Like it says here, like you live in a small cottage in a middle class neighborhood, or in a private room at a fine inn. That's the kind of thing you can afford. Also, with
That
your
sounds
21,
nice. Fine.
I mean, yeah, fine inns are here and there and everywhere. It could be the free old
Does
kegs.
F-Sound Tavern qualify as a fine inn?
They have a fine room, but that's being rented right now.
Yeah, I take any other room then. That's not for.
Lies and people.
Okay, so you downgrade yourself just because you're a cheapskate.
No, because I don't know where else to go.
Also, take 25 gold pieces.
Yay! She's no longer broke.
I wasn't broke before.
She's no longer broke. There we go. So, I'm going to... Let's see if this works.
So now I can see.
I'm blind, but I have dark vision.
I have no eyes and now I must scream.
I was about. I thought to say I have no eyes and I must see.
That would also be good.
Can you see where you are?
Whoa.
No, but you can use the great shortcut that was in that video I sent you, so that you actually see what your players see. But I don't remember what the shortcut was.
I don't either.
Yeah, why? None of you have sights, and I don't know why.
Hey, now I can see.
Because fuck it.
No, actually... What? That's weird.
I think Zonalar is that... I don't know. No, that was a stupid theory.
No, like all of the boxes, like has a side was not clicked, was unclicked, so none of you could see. There you go. So I think you see like a wall in front of you.
Yes.
Is it a wall?
Yes, so you guys see that this is the Van Vamper Villa. It looks to be a 2-story building. Attached to it is... Oh, let's see. What is this?
I don't think my guy is here though.
Yeah. Joshua and
Don't worry about it then. Yeah, you're not here. But I just dragged in your... It's easier to drag in all the players.
yeah.
I'm just gonna look at my other screen then.
Okay.
How dare you? So, can you see this?
I'm hearing spirit, guys.
This ping here, that's a tower that's 3-story tall. Several, so it's 1 to 2 stories with 1 tower. That is this building. You see a few trees and brushes. No, you probably see a few trees over the wall itself. And the wall is about, I think, 10 foot tall.
So that's like a garden wall?
I'm trying to see what the game says. What is this wall? Now, I think it's a solid stone in this case. It's in the upper city, it's pretty well done, and also made like for privacy. So people don't oogle through the windows or something.
So she can stand off naked
Yes,
without anyone seeing.
exactly. So the wall itself, like there's a garden on the inside before you see the buildings. That goes around the house itself. So you guys can move your character outside of the wall freely.
I'm just gonna like walk the corner. So there's another wall. I'm gonna pretend like, you know what? Are we coming from the 3 kegs?
Sure.
That's what I expect.
You're just
Then-
gonna
then-
pretend you're going to take a piss in the alley.
Exactly, that's what I'm going to do.
Why
I'm
are you
going
so
to-
easy to look through?
In the upper, you want to piss in an alley in the upper city?
So I want to alley, right? There is like a building to the side, another one.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I look around myself, do I see like any citizens or somebody?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Well, it was like daytime. It was like, I don't know, maybe
Okay.
even before noon.
Sure.
A
That's
good
what I
time to
thought.
scout ahead when you have night vision.
It's like the first scouting.
Nobody's looking at you, Theron.
I wanna take down my that's and the badge. So I want to like take down the stuff that identifies me easily as a as the member of the Flaming Fist.
You take off your red horns, all right.
No. Those horns I just have to keep. Let's say that I just want to like if somebody recognizes me, they do, but I will at least look like I'm like not in office. And
Sure thing. You look like a plebeian then.
well,
Zone alert! May I
still a
interrupt?
plebeian.
This music is too dramatic for the situation.
That's the entering Baldur's Gate music.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna-
need
Too
to
dramatic for the situation.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
show
you
you
need to
how
get
how
Bumblefuck music.
no, it's actually good, but do something epic. I want to find like a gate into that wall, and then I want to lean next to it, and then I want to piss on the wall. Epic in an epic way.
bumblefuck music like this.
So you should be able to see that this here is a gate, as well as
Okay.
here is one.
And there is none in this alley? Do I see none
Uh,
in this alley? Like,
Yes, there's no gate on the whole alley. It's like a small side alley. You can push through to a street on the other side.
yeah, I want to see.
Yeah,
I
you
want
can.
to find a good place where I'm going to piss, and I can watch inside, and I can like get some attention from inside to myself.
There are two windows on this side of the wall.
Hey, that's a good idea. Is it like a main street or something, or is it another alley?
It's a. Let's see.
I don't see the map, but you should be able.
Yes, I can see the map. Yeah, it's a big alley. That's like when you go through the short alley and look outside, you see the high halls in front of you, and like a big open street. Oh yeah, this is like the openest and biggest of all streets.
Shit. Well, then I'm going to do it down here, I guess, next to the wall.
Ignore that.
So, I don't. Is there like what's it called? North, east, west, and south on this map? No, there's
This
not.
map? Probably yes.
Basically, we should come from the northeast if we are coming from the three kegs.
Yes, I'm trying to find out if the map itself is just like easy to navigate, but there's no actually North Pole on this map. So let's see.
Normally, it's on the upper end of the map if it's not.
Yes, there's no.
If you go by the Baldur's Gate map, the mansion isn't exactly adjusted to the north, so the north end would point towards the three kegs. So to
I'm going to give you a north. So this.
Don't tell me that there is not a finished thing that you can use.
There's no compass in this one.
Even from the free art, must be a compass.
I mean, the Baldur's Gate map itself has one, but I don't know in which turn the villa is turned. So I'm going to say like the gates that you see at the bottom of the map, that is north.
Oh, I see.
So the gates at the bottom of the map leads to north, which is the High Hall. Like that's where the big open street is. At the top of the map leads into alleys. And the
Well then.
yes.
The window it is.
Okay, give me a stealth check real quick.
Okay. Even though I'm not trying to be particularly stealthy about this.
Oh, so you're okay if you're being seen?
No, I mean, let's do the stealth check. Just like he's like, he's not overly conspicuous, but also
That's what a stealth check is for. To be
Yeah.
inconspicuous. You're just a fly on the wall, right?
I have the art of moving, of staying so still that you will just, not see me. What was the line?
Are you from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah. I have the art of staying so incredibly still that you will just pass your gaze over.
So what you see inside here, this is a stone building, and it contains stables. Inside you see 4 draft horses locked in their stable
And I'm
place.
pissing this whole time.
Yeah, sure thing. And inside you see what looks to be a small smithy with an anvil and a hearth. So like a place you see a few nails and a few bad rusted horseshoes lying around. You
Can you
deduct.
paint these for me, please?
Let's see.
Because the darkness is making it I don't think the lights is working super well, so It's kind of hard to see
So,
switch.
yeah, the light is working. It's not allowing you to see through the window.
So I don't see it then.
God. What happened?
I don't know what happened just now. You edit something. Good.
These are not real windows, they are fake windows. You can't look through.
It's just painted. It's just painted on the wall, and it's painted in this super modern like style that makes it look 3D.
Can you not see through the window?
Yeah, I can, but like. Which
So
one
move
is
your
the
character
stable,
then.
Which one is the smithy? Let me, like, try.
This is
Oh, I
an
see
anvil. Yes.
And where is the stable?
You see one of the horses over here.
Okay. Okay.
Also, right in front of you, by the smithy itself, appears to be a person. He looks about like 50-something years old. That is holding a hammer and hammering down on a horseshoe to shape it. And his scraggly bearded face looks over to the window and sees you relieving yourself. He's like, "Hey! Get away from that wall!
Oh, hey there, partner.
Are you pissing?
No.
Oh my god, you're gonna get in trouble for this! Edio Alto, go get him! There's a guy pissing on the wall! And you hear like the shuffling of armored boots and clinging as a guard steps out of the gate, like over here.
Probably quickly hide my junk, like just like give it a few waggles, and then quickly hide my junk, and then I'll be like, oh no, nothing's happening. I'll just stay away, like a bit, swaying side to side. I'm not drunk, but I'm trying to play drunk.
Sure.
In the meantime, I don't know where you are, so that's why I don't know exactly about the timing. But I would have gone the other way around.
Exactly. Good
Building.
good thing.
Okay, yeah, sure thing.
The brain of the operation, always.
So
I
there
don't
appears to
know
be
about
solid.
timing.
Yeah, you can move your character up on this wall. It's a solid stone wall. This side also leads into a valley. Into an alley, I
This
mean.
wall towards the west, that's what's that? Another building, or it's the outer wall of the city?
Another building in Baldur's Gate. So it leads into. Okay, let's see. So this this place here is like open space. This place here is pretty much open space, but less so. And the alleys are on the right and on the top.
Okay, so I will walk this.
Yeah, they're stone walls. Each of them, like there's like some support structure to the walls itself, which could be used like as an anchoring point to, like, push yourself
You
off.
mean these?
Yes, to push yourself off and jump over the walls, if somebody would be inclined to do something like that.
How high is the wall to the mansion?
The wall itself is 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's 12 feet.
Okay.
Just when I say 10, I see it in the book what size it is. It's like, okay, book, thank you.
You are the game master. Don't live by that book.
You're right.
You are free to make your choices.
I can choose for the wall to be whatever it is.
That's a really fucking high wall.
12 feet tall? Yes. They like the privacy.
That's 3 meters and
Okay, so and
60
this
centimeters.
here to the south, that's another place, an open space. Or...
Yeah, that's like more buildings. Like something like this.
Yeah, and that is Siren pissing on the. Well, not anymore.
So you see the back. Yeah, that's about like the time when you come up. You hear like some people talking angrily, and you hear the voice of Siren trying to not incriminate himself as a guard stepped outside and is like, "What are you doing right there?" His back is turned towards you.
Disregard.
Yeah.
So the guards themselves are holding. It's holding a spear, and has an arming sword on the side of him, and that's about it.
It's city guard of the upper town,
No, it looks to be.
or one temple guard.
They don't look like the guards by the city gates itself, which are clearly like the watch guards. Are very distinct, and you see them by the city gates when you come up here to the upper city.
Yeah.
Those look to be private mercenaries of some sort.
It's a PMC.
Yes.
Private mercenary company. Siren, roll me a sleight of hand check as you try to hide your chunk in time.
Okay. That's the
You
best.
wanna run,
side
you get pissed in your pants.
Probably. It's good I've got prestidigitation.
Don't roll a 1 as you pull that zipper up.
I don't have a
Actually, we are in the
zipper.
Middle Ages. This does not exist.
Yeah, that's just
Or do
it's
they?
just like a fold in the pants. I have a pair of pants. Like
Okay, no, you are very skilled. You've done this before. You know how to do it quick.
I know how to fucking clean my my pants.
There's been more than one close call in the past, and you've learned from the experience.
Exactly.
We call it the accident.
Who are you?
We don't talk about this.
What are you doing here, tiefling? Is that piss on the wall?
I don't know what you look. I'm just.
He
on my way
starts
home.
coming closer.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
It's the middle of the day. Are you drunk?
No, just we had a long night. You know how it goes with
Hey,
the work.
what's this fuss about?
He like turns around startled, like, holy shit! Pulls his spear out, it's like, freeze, stop! Whatever you do, hands up! Hands down!
I start sulking away while he's concentrated on that.
Yeah, at this point, the door opens and 2 more guards show up. It's like, you, stop! Freeze! Don't move! They're telling you to, like, get down, get up, hands up.
Yeah,
What? I'm just walking towards the lower city.
I'm walking in.
This is an alleyway. What are you doing here, shady person?
I was
Arresting.
in the 3 kegs. 3 old kegs, you know?
Yeah, they like
I'm
look
walking
at.
towards the lower city.
Okay, sure. Give me a deception check.
Everybody knows that 3 old kegs is like flaming fist.
Can I have them?
I
No.
don't hide that I'm flaming fist. I have my copper badge. In fact, so
Oh yeah, actually yeah, this works.
I don't hide that fact.
You're still trying to deceive the true nature of you
yeah,
being
I
here.
don't. Yeah, so, sorry, I'm just
Yes.
searching.
No. Do you wish to use your inspiration?
Why are you rolling? So bad?
I wish to use my inspiration.
Oh, roll me again then.
Yes. 18. That's not too bad.
They look at you like, wait, is that an emblem of the Flaming Fist?
Yes, it is.
Oh, they shake their heads. Like one of them groans audibly. It's like, "Ah, you must be one of the novices. Please, fresh blood.
I was hired recently, yes?
What are you doing up here? Look, the main street is on the other side. Go down the alleyway, and you will be able to see the city gates from there."
I didn't know exactly the shortest way down, so if you could just point me the shortest to Amberley's temple.
They like, okay. One of the guards says, "Give this kid a break." Sure, we'll help you. No worries, we've done this for a couple of years. And
Thank you.
and this guy over here will lead you back down, like to the south side, to the north side of the building, so the bottom of the place, like over here, and then he points you to the direction. So it's pretty easy, like it's not even hard, because as soon as you walk out of there, there's like a huge street that leads past like the High House of Wonders. And so you go past the High House of Wonders, right? Like this magnificent building right in front of you. And when you do so, you will reach the Gone Gate. And then you move through that, and you will be arriving in the steeps. Just move towards the water, along the docks, and you will see the High House, the Water Queen's house. That's what's it called here. Temple of Amberley, you said?
Yes.
Yes, the Water Queen's house would be by the water. You're not even in the right district, boy.
Okay. Thank you. You were very, very helpful.
Sure thing. He
Plate of existence.
he turns around and leaves you. And then you backstab him, one guard less.
Exactly. No, I will slowly go into the direction he pointed.
Okay, yes.
Backstabs him.
I mean, yes, you go back. So why don't you roll me an insight check, Delion? As part of this whole conversation that's happening. Oh no! Look, man, you have no idea if they are weaker than you, or actually like motherfucking guard veterans.
I don't know.
Can we skip the session? This is not going to go.
It's okay, we are getting the best.
Yeah, exactly.
He looked experienced. He's done this for 2 years. He's had this post, like, always was a good boy. He knows the streets of the city. He's helpful. You feel really bad for having to break in here. Potentially murder the guy. Or maybe you're not, but that's like, that's what I'm saying.
Well, when you're making a...
Either-
Lethal damage doesn't exist, right?
If you guys, so the gates opened on the south side, right, for the guards to come out. You've seen there's like a, what's it called, like an Innenhof. It's like a grass garden around the building itself on the inside, with a few brushes and the trees to stand in. Brushes that are very useful to hide yourself in and not be spotted by guards. So, do you guys want to, like, you all go down out of sight and then talk to each other?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. The guys that came with you, you meet up. Rhea's with you. She's like, so, Siren, how did it go?
Well, I managed not to piss my pants. And we know about 3 guards, but I don't know, Dalian might have seen more. I've seen a smithy, so at least we will probably know if somebody's working it in the... There is at least one worker. There are some stables and some horses. They might give us a way up through the southern side. But,
Did you get a good look on the inside? No.
So I suspect there are more guards inside because all 3 of them came out, and I guess not all of them would have left their post.
Yeah.
But I also saw that on the western side of the building, in the small alley, there were some structures you could potentially use to climb over the wall, perhaps. But there were no windows, so I couldn't see where that would lead.
Yes, it's a stone wall. No windows in the stone wall that keeps people outside. So, all in all, there are 2 doors, 3 doors, 2 on the side, on the north side, and 1 at the south side, where the guard came out
The
of.
western side would be the best side to sneak in, I would say.
Yes.
Because there are no windows, it's a small alley, no one from the city, or it's very difficult to see what's happening in the small alley.
Yes.
So no potential passers-by, or no person would still climb over the wall potentially.
I mean, it's only 1 stealth check away to climb the wall and see how many guards are on the other side. Roll a natural 1 immediately and aggro all of them.
How about I try to boost? I mean, I'm not very strong.
What's climbing zone? Climbing would be.
So athletics or acrobatics. I let it like normal climbing is athletics, but there are like several walls here like that you could push off and make an acrobatics check instead. You know, you can Prince of Persia this.
What if I help him by boosting him up at least a little bit? Like.
Yeah, you could give advantage.
Awesome. Let's do that.
All right.
Probably leave this area.
So
Okay, so
who is the bottom?
we just want to go, but if we are catch once more, they won't believe my excuse this time.
It's like I just ended up back here again. I don't know.
I got away pretty well now by just.
But if they catch us and they don't really catch us in the act, they just catch us in the area, you can always say that you are dealing with this drunk. That you found
Yeah,
this
but
drunk, like
I let
stalking
them
about.
point. I let them direct me to the Temple of Amberley, so.
Yeah, they already saw me on the other side, so you were like returning this way, and then you met me. And also, I'm going to be the bottom because I've got handles. on my
Okay. Let's do that. But in
Lock
fact,
handle.
where's Saurif? I thought he would come with us.
Did he? Oh yeah, sorry. What the fuck did you...
Where's Saurif?
I'm just there in the T-pose.
You're watering your creepy crawlers.
Exactly, I'm just absorbed in feeding them.
But are you good at climbing, Saurif?
No.
Well,
Okay,
I guess...
then
Are you helpful?
perhaps.
No.
watch out or something.
I've just an idea. Sorry, aren't you like a spellcaster? Can't you do magic?
A little bit, yes.
Can you do like invisibility?
No.
Ah, shit.
I've heard about these great stories of ancient magicians who turned themselves invisible to get out of precarious situations.
Can you do like illusion? No?
No.
He is just standing before the northern gate and tending to his worms.
Yes. What can you do?
I was
can-
about to ask, what can you do aside from this place?
I can displace more air, and I can dice meat in really tiny cubes.
Let's just go with the
Yeah, let's
little-
just go with the plan. Okay, so it's here to it's here about. So
Make a, I mean, athletics or acrobatics check with advantage.
yeah, it's the same for me. So
But so who's the bottom? Is it Siren or Delion?
I am at the bottom.
All right. Just wanted to confirm this. 20. No problem at all. You stand on Siren's face to push your head over the wall.
Oh, what the fuck?
so can I move my token?
I'm trying to see if I can move the map or what. Let's see. Yes, move your token to the left. I mean, you're still on the other side of the wall, but this way you can see what's happening.
Okay. So and of course I would be flat on the walls or somehow that.
It's like it's
hidden.
it's yes, it's only your head peeking over the wall.
Just like exactly.
Yes.
With his
So-
shiny golden hair.
You see, there appear to be 3 guards down here by the tree. They themselves are, at this moment, they're just like chatting to each other idly, like some idle chatter.
Okay, in the
How's
center,
life?
The black area would be the main building, I guess.
Yes, there appears to be no windows on your side. As there's like, yes, it's on this side there are no windows. There are 2 trees at the very south and at the north and the south. Other than that, you can roll me a perception check.
Are these the same 3 persons, the guards?
No, those are different. These are, you don't recognize these 3 guards.
Their spears are more polished.
So at least 6 in total. Sorry, you said perception.
Yes.
Ah.
11.
Okay, so yeah, you look around and the guards slowly start moving away. As it looks to be like they say like, come on, let's rotate. It's getting boring by this tree. And you see 3 more guards showing up on the north side.
These are the
What
3.
do you see?
These
Yes.
are the 3 I saw earlier, I guess. Okay.
And they start to walk past you. So why don't you roll me a
I will-
stealth check?
Okay, I just want to say then I would go down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure thing. You can do that. You recognize these guards and they start to look in your direction. You're like, oh, back with your head.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Something on my face again. What the fuck?
Hey,
And
I think I heard something. Must have been the wind.
I would whisper. I would whisper to Siren. There are at least 6 guards in total. The 3 we saw earlier and 3 others. And they rotate around the inner side of the wall
They
between
rotate
the building and the wall.
Let's get out of here.
Yes.
I mean, they don't do laps around the building every day for 8 hours.
No, I mean,
Yes.
like they rotate like from time to time. They just rotate their position.
Yes.
They got like walkie-talkies and chips, and they have to put the thing on the wall
Yeah.
so that the owner can check that they are doing their round.
The main building has no windows on this side.
I think I've heard something. Must have been the wind.
Let's get out of here before they let out more. Fuck, shouldn't have that cabbage.
My cabbages! Who is doing fart noises? I'm recording this. God damn it. Only the highest of production here.
Quality entertainment.
You know what we call this, Sonalar? We call this content. Be glad for it.
Alright.
Alright, let's get out of this area. Let's reconvene with the others.
You reconvene with the others. So
main building itself, how high was it, and was it out of stone or?
oh right, so let's see.
Was there anything that we could set on fire?
So both buildings have like sloped rooftops covered with red clay tiles. The wall itself is 12 foot high. Lanterns hanging along the wall's interior are you've seen like some lanterns, but they were not lit at this day of time, so they can actually see if somebody moves at night. You know, it's not so it's not completely dark in the garden.
What I, out of character, if I've learned something from my play, is that when you need a distraction for a mission like this, you just set half the city on fire and it creates enough of a distraction.
If you really want to go with that, I'm not sure if I want to stop you, but
I mean,
I'm not gonna participate.
the House of Wonders is like right next to the villa on the other side of the street. I mean,
House of what?
Wonders.
Ah, yeah, well, I
The
hate that place
the
anyways.
high House of Wonders,
Yeah.
not the small
I hate
house.
that place.
So, and the House of Wonders has windows that point out in the direction of the mansion, right?
From what I remember from the game, the High House of Wonders is like a temple combined with a museum, and it has.
And I mean, could we go into the House of Wonders and spy from?
Let me check. I think it's a public building, but I need to double check real quick. That's what it looks like.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes, I have cool art.
But it doesn't show us the windows on this side. But just from the other side. Since there are no windows on the other side, there are also no. But there is this terrace. Look at this terrace. I think that's pointing in the right. Or even
Yeah.
this big thing.
So I mean,
Probably
the door and the balcony here points towards like the vast, the big streets outside, and you can see past the big street. You would see the villa, the Van Vamper villa, from the balcony.
Can
I
we
mean,
get there?
if it's public, we could go there and see if we can make out some more details of the mansion.
Yes, so this is basically the temple to Gand, of the Gand religion. So people that come in here are mostly, you see, when you look around, you see like mostly there seem to be priests, as well as what looks to be like architects, tinkerers. You see much more gnomes and dwarves entering this building compared to usually in the city itself.
I mean,
I'm trying to find out if it's public. I mean, it's a temple, so the temple itself is public. So it's okay to go inside of the building. I'm not sure if you're allowed on the balcony.
well, if we were not
Let's just
allowed
go
to-
inside and see how
Yeah, let's just visit the High House of Wonders.
Sure, just visit. Like, fuck, what does this building do? Who's inside? How many NPCs are there? I don't know.
Come on, you're a good GM.
I mean-
you can improvise.
I mean, it was your suggestion.
Yes.
My-
No, I didn't suggest anything. I just said it's there. It exists.
More or less.
I already have a plan on how to get on that balcony if they don't want to land. Because
This
I
is
have
what we do.
links.
We set up a ballista on the balcony of the High House of Wonders, put a rope on it, shoot it to the building, and zip line down across the night sky.
Has this become the first Assassin's Creed game?
Yes.
We are now gathered to our target, and then we can do the complete stealthy assassination.
Exactly. But you don't even own a grappling hook, so.
I mean, my bow has a range of 600 feet.
Why are you talking about assassination? I thought it was an arrest.
I mean,
Arrest.
I know how the. Don't you just arrest attempt?
Yes, you murdered the guy.
You are
after
not
he-
here.
Amber shows up and starts commentary on your guys' plans.
No,
And this is when they realized they fucked up.
I don't want
I
to
hear
have anything
Amber's
to do with
voice in my head.
What would Amber say in this situation?
Go
I
fuck
won't.
yourself.
What would Amber do?
No, not the-
So this temple is the most popular temple of all. It's the biggest one in all of Baldur's Gate. I mean, maybe like the lady's house is also popular, but there appears to be many people who are in here appear to be like either students or otherwise. A lot of academia is happening here. And you see like people walking around with like one, there appears to be a gnome that has a binocular on with like 7 different lenses that can be pulled or pushed in towards his eyes.
Oh, look, an optometrist.
A what now?
Hey, what?
I don't know how they say it in English. The guy who just measures your eyes for glasses. Optician?
optician.
Yeah.
Yes. And there appears to be like all kinds of
Delion is
oddities.
still like the what?
My question is, Zonalar,
Yes.
are there any hot tiefling student girls in this local area? I want to check my, what's it called, Tinder.
Uh,
I could put my Eldritch Knight Tiefling in the.
roll me a death saving throw.
What?
I just
What's that for?
I just want to know how much you die inside.
I don't. I
Nothing.
cannot be beaten by.
Yep.
What's happening? I need to check your roll. An 18. High is good. Just to make sure that you all know. High is very good. Let's see. So, good news. You don't die. I'm looking for dramatic music. Let's play Helm's Temple music. Why not? I don't have Gaunt's Temple music from Baldur's Gate.
Because it's all the temple music is always the same.
Yes.
in the game.
They only know one song, so they sing the same song in every temple.
Same band of bards.
Yes. Let's see. Who do we use?
Astral projection orchestra.
I don't. What are cool tieflings? So yes, you spot somebody with horns on their head, and they appear to be talking with another female human. She's holding like a bundle of scrolls, like under her arm. That's on top of two big fat books.
And this place, it's got art on display now. I think that's how it was presented in the game. I don't know what it says. But I want to basically walk up to them and start striking a conversation about like the local, which I know nothing about.
You want to try like the internet keeps cutting out, so I hear. So I want to start striking her.
I want to strike a conversation with art on display.
Yes, you're like, oh, nice. This iconography is so cool.
Don't you think, girls? Yeah, something like that.
Okay, roll me. Let's see.
I don't even know why I'm doing.
Because there's a girl.
Exactly. And he's fat
Because
and
Siren
unloved.
is tired of spending his nights alone.
I mean, I'm spending my nights with two, girls from Elturel. One of them is really mature. One of
Yes,
them
the
is
gnome is very mature.
one of them is really young and exotic looking.
Are all tieflings red?
Not all of them.
Not all
They
of them.
go through all the human skin tones plus slight purples and
Yeah. Siren is like the red type. Big teeth.
he's always ashamed of himself.
No, that's
So I am trying to find out. Yes, so this tiefling is
I posted you something.
stop. I cannot look at all the stuff that you sent to. I don't have enough screens to check all of your NPCs.
I didn't.
So yeah, so this tiefling has like a pink skin tone. It's closer to humans, but you notice the pink scales. It's more vibrant, and she has two horns that lead back from her forehead, back over her hair, and point upwards.
so she's the horny type. Alright.
So Mara, you can just post this in the Discord for reference.
What? No, you want me to post?
Yes, I mean you gave it to me, so why not?
You're a butt.
Wow. Okay.
So
Yeah, I specific nice one for you.
Instant infatuation.
Fuck.
So she says to you, I'm not interested in art.
Oh, what are you interested in then?
Minding my own
You
business.
must be a student here, aren't you? I always wanted to be a student. It never worked out.
Quite a lady killer, are you?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Especially with fire.
How am I supposed to flirt with my players? How?
I mean, we can skip this scene if you're not.
No, that's not the problem. I just don't know what to say. Like literally don't know what
He
to say.
doesn't know how to properly hit you with the
So I'm not a girl, so I don't know how to be one.
Just think up a burn and that's it, and the little thing.
So yeah, she I mean she talks back to you.
What do you mean, like in a rejective kind?
No. More like well, I've not seen you here before. I would recognize such horns.
I mean,
Yes.
Unicorn's like, cringe immediately!
I mean, the same people recognize are really.
My
If I can say this, like, I don't want to like offend you or anything. Those are really.
my internet keeps cutting out, so I hear every further word of you.
How
I
about
mean,
you get
that's
better internet?
that's how she would. That's how she would be as well. She would like, oh, I don't want to speak with this person, and her brain keeps switching out. Like,
She's like,
to
uh-huh.
words.
Yeah, sure. She's like,
Yes.
has like a notebook plopped on top of her scrolls and books and starts like scribbling something.
So do you come here often? Like, I
Huh?
heard that they've got like some good drinks in this like little tavern that's close by. Maybe we could meet up there sometime.
Roll me, I mean, this is the point where you roll a persuasion check.
I guess. I'm really good at that.
Deception.
Deception.
Just a sec.
I said I'm good at it.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I got her by the horns.
Yes.
no, wrong. That's assault.
Nah, she consented apparently with this
Metaphor-
roll.
Metaphorically.
This rolls, I think even literally.
We do not decide what the NPC says.
So she, I mean, before she had like her side turned towards you as she was looking at something and creating a sketch, but she like lifts her pen and looks towards you and says, "Huh. I mean, I guess I have nothing better to do tonight. Your tab. What's the tavern's
What?
name?"
I don't know. Quickly give me the map.
You say a name, and she's like, "All right, I'll meet you there."
Cool. It's a date.
It's a
You
meeting.
know what? I've got this friend here that I need to take care of, but I'll be
She already turned around and walked away.
cool. So, Dalian, what did we want to do here? I'm like.
Delian turns to you, it's like,
to say-
"What the fuck?"
Did she give?
You don't get.
No,
Why would you have number?
Well, not going to see her again because
I say nothing and just point to the top.
Oh yeah. We wanted to see something, right? Yeah, you lead the way.
I thought you asked for directions. No.
No.
I got distracted.
I got distracted by a cleavage. I'm sorry. Blame it on unicorn.
what?
He spotted a unicorn and got distracted. So there appears to be a staircase that leads upward, but you spot there's like a guy waiting, like at a very small, like a small podium right next to the staircase. Looks more to be like a secretary type, just checking. And you see like a few people walk past him, and they show him something, and he nods, and they go upstairs.
Oh shit. Take it.
I don't think we can just pass him by
Let's
like
go.
that.
Okay.
But I mean, we can ask.
Yeah, when Delian says like, I don't think we can just pass him, I will just walk straight up to this guy and I'll be like, hey, can we go upstairs? Look at the terrace. The weather is so nice.
So he looks up at you with his He also wears like a pair of binoculars on his nose. He appears to be about 60 years old. His hair is graying. And he says, huh? What? Oh, I see. Who are you?
Just visitors to beautiful, glorious High House of Wonder. We're just citizen. Nothing special.
Upstairs are the dormitories of the students. So, if you're a student, of course you can go up. You do have your student pass with you, don't you?
Not really.
I mean, don't. I mean, aren't we all students? Right?
Exactly how my friend says. I mean, I just left my badge up there in the dorm.
Delian, roll me a persuasion check.
Am I helping?
Yes, you're helpful.
Don't
Yes,
happen, never happen.
18.
18. So he's like, he listens to your words of wisdom and he's like, a fellow philosopher. Why, if it's just a balcony, I guess I could turn a blind eye. Enjoy yourself. Please don't stay too long.
Of course.
Thanks,
I
you're the best, old man.
Okay, so we go upstairs.
Yes. He makes a point of ignoring you as you walk up, like, oh, where's my scroll? And like goes under the podium. It's like, oh, there it is.
The question is now, will we meet this girl in the dormitories again? No, okay, I'm just being cheeky. Okay, let's go. What do we see from the terrace? Can we like see into the Ventampers?
I mean, do you know which door goes to the terrace?
I mean,
Can't
we
we
would
like
guess the
guess?
direction properly.
Okay, so you're not. Let's see, how
Like,
how difficult is it? I think it's not too difficult. I just.
I mean, that would be like survival, like orientation stuff, right?
Yes, sure. Roll survival. Survive the dorms of the High House of Wonders. You see a corridor
Oh, no.
full of doors. Doors
It's
everywhere.
helping me.
And which door do you open? Roll me a survival check.
hey, Pathfinder, it's like find me a path. It's your job.
The problem is, he's good with finding paths in the woods, not in the door.
I mean, Steven would be helping me. He knows about dormitories, right?
You're helpful, right? Sion is gone. It's
Not yet,
interesting.
not yet. But that's going to change real soon.
Can you please stop thinking with your dick?
No.
I don't know, I'm in a playful mood.
Impossible.
That's the problem.
Imagine thinking with your. Oh, fuck.
Wow, that would make me do so much.
Oh, you rolled a 1! Delion, you
What if
open...
he's helping me?
I'm not.
He's not helpful.
I can't make a case for this. I'm sorry, Darian.
Okay.
So this is what's... Well, let's see. God, I know what I want to do, but it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to think.
He actually wants to go to the wrong door.
You've never seen anything like this. You open the door. They appear to be like marble tiles covering the floor, slick and polished. There is water gathering on the floor itself as it collects to be what looks to be like a metal like thing on the floor that the water collects in and goes down into a pipe. You've heard rumors of this. It's like known as a drain. And as you look up, you see like 5 women taking a shower. They all turn to you.
No, it's a type
I
thing.
mean, are they beautiful?
I mean, they are students. At least one of them is. At least one of them has to be,
Oh,
and the
one
other
of
ones
them
are
has
idiots.
horns and is the one from before.
They so it's they appear to be like teenagers, like young women. You can't tell the age, but one of them is a dwarf, and she just like grabs her a throwing hammer that she always carries with her and throws it at your face as you try to check the women out instead of closing instead immediately.
A troll?
A hammer that she throws. A throwing hammer.
Throwing hammer? Okay.
Yes. She's like, "Get out of here, you pervert!"
I'll grab Dalian and I drag him up.
So the hammer wishes past you to the wall behind you and cracks against it. Gadonk!
Oh, I guess this wasn't the balcony.
Yes.
It was
And-
a side, but not the one we're looking for.
What?
And you hear like
Cough, cough.
the cries of women that get like startled by somebody busting into the shower room. Ah!
Just let's go quickly.
Let's hurry up! Alright. So you guys are like, you hear the sounds of, what's happening? They're like, there was a stranger here! And you hear like footsteps of like two guys with clubs like running around, trying to find the perverts that have infiltrated the dormitory.
Up. We go up. We find staircase, we go. Quick.
Up.
Okay. You roll me a stealth check. Both of you, or like yes, both of you.
Oh shit. Okay. I saw the 20 only, but
Delion, you reach the top, the terrace itself, and it's really nice up here. There appear to be like 3 to 4 other people up here as well right now, and you see several doors that leads to like different departments of the building itself. And you have a very pretty view over Baldur's Gate, as well as the open view to the Vampire Villa. So you can see into the garden. It's quite a distance away, but you have a good view. Siren, you are getting caught by 2 guards with clubs. They're like,
thing that I wanted to do. Can I use thaumaturgy to create a sound to like lead them from me? Like somewhere behind the corner or something, and lead them on a chase. I don't want to like escape them. I just want to give Dalian enough time.
I mean, with a 6, you're like, they spotted you, and they're like, "Hey, you!"
Oh, okay.
and walk directly towards you.
I start like walking from them, and I want to like just try and like increase my step as they getting near, and just lead them on a merry chase around the dormitories.
Hey, stop! Stop! What are you doing? They're like, "Ah, fuck!" So they start running after you. Okay. Give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
I can do acrobatics. Oh, thanks. I just roll around like get up. Oh, I don't. Guess,
Why do you even try?
So before we see what happens with Siren, Delion, you're on the balcony up here. What are you looking for?
Okay, I mean, I would look a bit around, like not to be too conspicuous, but I would concentrate, obviously, on, to look to the Van Tamper mansion and just details as I can, like can I see from here that you didn't know already?
I'm trying to get like
Ice.
how does space work? Like how far away is this? It's about yes, the Van Vamper Villa, you look at it. So there is like another building in the way itself, like a tavern, and behind the tavern there's a small street, and then is the Van Vamper Villa. It's about 500 feet away from you.
Okay.
But yes, the villa itself being 3 stories tall, I mean the tower itself, you spot the tower. You cannot look into the garden because of a few houses stand between you and the villa. But you would be able to, like, you have a good spot on the tower itself.
Okay, so I would see where are the windows, the tower, and so on. Just
Yes.
Squint your eyes and maybe you can see through the windows inside.
from 500 feet with my
yeah,
bare eyes.
If there were modern windows, perhaps, but with the windows there, I don't think so. I mean, I would try to if I can, so, but I don't think it's realistic.
Definitely.
Except perhaps if it's open.
So yeah, the towers itself has several windows on it. From where you are standing.
Perhaps there's an open window. I can look into the tower.
There are windows on each side of the tower except from the side you're looking at. Which...
Really?
Yes! I'm not making this up.
Okay. They were really into privacy.
Yes,
Well,
but
because-
you could possibly use the... I don't know. I don't even know what you can do.
I guess we just failed, or there is no.
What are you trying to get out of this? It's very far away. It's not... I mean, you have a clear shot.
Like
Of the
a
tower?
better outline, at least a better outline from from the buildings. I only saw the wall of one building. My vantage point of from the wall, so at least a clear outline from the building, how high they are, how many levels, and yeah, as I said.
So
windows
there,
are
yes, there
perhaps-
is a first floor and a second floor, and the third floor is only a tower. And you see the tower, you see the rooftops, the sloped rooftops of the second floor buildings, the second floor rooms, as well as like there's a garden, but you don't really see anything of it. You know there's one.
Or perhaps also how high are the trees in comparison to the tower?
The trees are about what's good tree height? Like 20 foot and 25 foot tall.
I would guess they would reach to like. Like
I mean, at least.
I mean they're high enough that you could use them to jump like onto the tiled roof and get into the second floor. Get into the second floor windows. Yes, that appears to be a
These
possibility.
type of things, just
Yes. So
also.
there appears to be like no guard on the tower itself. So there's no way to get like on top of the tower.
Okay.
Actually, I'm double checking this information just to make
So
sure.
the roof of the tower is not flat either. It's
Yes, that's what I'm trying to look
So-
up right now.
If it has clay tiles, then it's super not flat. You don't
Yeah,
put clay
I
tiles on
get
flat
so.
roofs.
But if at the moment he talked about if there is a guard or not on the tower, I wasn't so sure.
It has
The
a
question
crisscross, a peaked roof. It has a peaked roof. So yes, so I think it's like one of those towers with the pointy hats, you know, a pointy hat tower.
Okay. Is there a chimney?
Looking for chimneys. The answer is
we can Santa Claus.
yes, there are chimneys. There are 2, no 3. 3? Yes, 3 chimneys. On the whole house itself.
And is there any structure you could climb easily onto the tower?
So
Anything special?
some of the buildings, some of the structure is only 1 story high. So there is like, so you could climb onto the roof from the 1st story buildings onto to like jump into a window of the 2nd story, the
Okay.
2nd story rooms. So like the different rooms have different heights.
Okay.
If that makes sense. It's hard to not have like a 3D
I mean,
representation.
I as a person, I'm not sure. Like, is this how many buildings are there now?
Oh, I mean to say rooms, not buildings. It's 1 building with several rooms, and some of the rooms are
I mean,
1
if you
story
can
high.
Jump from the story from the roof from one to the other. There must be different buildings, or
Like,
I mean,
so, like, imagine it's like a cake, and the cake is layered, and it has different layers. So you can step
if you can
onto.
jump from.
If you
Okay,
can,
right.
so you can use like the tree to jump onto the roof of a lower
Yes.
of the 1st level, because like
Okay. It's like a staircase cake. Like,
yes, exactly.
okay. Now it's yeah. Okay.
I'm really
But there's
bad at
only this
explaining
one building.
rooms. Yes,
It's only this one building in the mansion.
yeah, the villa is 1 building,
Yeah.
and then there are
Okay.
the stables that Siren saw at the beginning when he was pissing against the wall. But
Okay,
the
yes.
stables is attached to the outside wall, and the villa is the building inside.
And the stables are about the height of the wall itself.
Yeah, roughly it's like 15 feet tall.
Okay. I mean, I would just like to, have an estimate about the layout, about as
Yeah.
many details as I can. Perhaps they will prove important, perhaps not. We'll see.
Let's see how can I do this? Let's drag you all to the Van Vamper Villa and see, can I reveal areas? Is this working? Oh no, what did I do? Can you guys see anything on the map?
No, it's all black.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No. So the thing is, they changed Fog of War, like updating it. So I don't even know how Fog of War works.
Well, at the moment it's very dark smoke of war.
Can you see it now? Like
Yeah,
with
now
We can.
I can see where we were before.
Yeah, we
from
can see the
building.
outside, like
Yeah.
before.
so Deleon, can you see anything now?
My character, but nothing else.
I think you have to like manually like take out the fog of war from places that you want him to see, and then position him so that he actually has a viewpoint on those areas.
That's what I'm trying to do. No, this takes too long. We have to do it. So you have a good outline in your head. So tell me like what your goal is, and I can tell you like if it's possible, or how to do it.
The problem is, how can I tell you what I want to see if I mean, I would see all what my eyes see.
Yes, I mean you see several windows on the the first story and second story part of the villa.
The goal is
Of the villa.
to see. The goal is to see just as many, whatever could be important to
Call it points
climb
of
or
interest.
sneak into the villa, or like good
I have an
vantage
idea how
points.
to resolve this.
Yes.
Let's just drop it for now. We have some like vectors of like ingress if we want to use them, and then when we are actually storming the mansion, then we can like use this as like a stored information, and maybe we can get some kind of like advantage or secret when we are actually doing this. Like just like go back and say like, yeah, you saw this in the scene before. When we actually like figure
Yes,
out
definitely. Like when you try to orient yourself inside the villa and don't know which
Yeah,
room
it's
you're
like
in, like how do we get
Yeah.
from here to here? Then you know. All right. Yes, we can do that.
Yeah.
You store this information,
So-
all you can get into your brain.
So after that,
After that, you see Siren getting. You look down and you hear the voice of Siren getting carried out by like two strong men with their arms around his shoulder, around his arms, carrying him off the ground, like throwing him down the steps. And stay out!
so after seeing that, I would just wait a moment or two so that these guys go back wherever they hide normally, and after that I would go downstairs.
Alright, yep. You're both outside now.
Yes.
well.
Okay.
That's a
And
thing
then
that happened. Hope you got a good view.
yes and no. The problem is
He's
on
not
this side
talking
of
about the villa.
on this side of the villa there's no window, it seems. So I couldn't see inside at all, but I tell him what I saw. So
Yeah. You can skip that.
Alright. Amber, what are you doing?
Watching Joshua.
Joshua, what are you doing?
Being muted. That's what he's doing.
He like fell asleep an hour ago, nobody noticed.
I mean, it
I
was-
sorry, I thought I was muted, but I went to my informant to see if she knows some people that knows about the mansion and how much would they be willing to give us information for how much.
Alright, so is this a thing from your background that you have?
Yeah.
Can you
Yes,
can you
very
read
well.
it to me, like what it is exactly?
Okay. Here. Oh, fuck. Let me. let me read.
Criminal contract.
Let me read it directly. There is the featured criminal contract to have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as liaison
Liaison.
liaison to a network of other criminals. You know how to get message to and from your contact, even over great distance, especially you know the local messenger, corrupt caravan master, and silly sailors who can deliver message to you. Then there's the Baldur's Gate one. Wait. In a minute.
A question. While they were leading me out, when Joshua was looking for that, while they were leading me out, did I like? Was there like a scene where the girl saw me and I just gave her like a toothy grin, just like I'm a bad boy. I was just caught by two guards.
Yeah, they're like, all the girls are giggling because they know what you did. They think you did it. They don't know that it was Delium.
I found about feature criminal connection. The effects of Baldur's Gate feature can only be used while the characters is in Baldur's Gate. So at the DM's discretion, they might have applicable effects in situations similar to those in Baldur's Gate. In Baldur's Gate, it's just a crime is just another business. As a result, you can a low ranking of nearly any paper, family, crew, government, institution, or certainly the guild. This operative will hear you all question, takes your information request at the chain of command. This meetings almost always occur in shady venues.
Alright. So you're looking to hook up, get some information.
Yep. My criminal contact, I will say, is my sister. Like we said. So that's why I say I went to my sister to what I can get.
Isabella or Lucretia?
It's Lucretia, because Isabella at the time didn't.
Oh yeah, no, she was still gone.
Yeah. Wow, but I think can it be both? The idea is just it's trustworthy and I can get something. But let's say I went to Lucretia.
I mean, Lucretia was your trustworthy contact.
Yeah.
But sure. So what does Lucretia look like?
What she look like? Let's think. She also has a red head.
Okay.
She looks more comparing to Isabella. Isabella was more wild. Let's say she was more cold and calculus. No, it's less reckless. That would be the case. So that's why she's my trustworthy contact. She can analyze or organize. She's more it's less the type of criminal that gets the hands dirty. It's more the guy that assembles things.
So Lucretia is having her hair in twin tails and is wearing a skirt. She's like, Joshua, what are you bothering with me today? And who is this woman you bring along with? Turns to Amber.
Do you want to?
She was watching you, so.
To present her? Well, that's Amber. I guess it's friend of Isabel. She helped her find acquaintance. She helped me to find her.
She helped you with Isabel?
Yes.
grabs her skirt and makes a little bow. Says, "Well, I thank you for saving my sister. She got herself into quite a pickle. Even though I'm surprised that this dolt can do anything." And she points at Joshua.
Joshua has a tsundere sister. I love it.
Oh. Yeah.
He's not correct. It's a bit.
No.
Emma just shrugs and yeah. Sometimes he's good for us. So
Yeah, I know. Let me interrupt your bounding here. We are here. Sister, I need to find some information about the mansion. What's the name? I forgot. Ventamper
it's
mansion.
the Ventam.
Do you know some people that know a thing or two about it to invade, and how much would they be willingly to say or how?
She opens up a small red book and starts palming through the pages. Van Vamper, you say? You want to know information about the villa?
Yep. This.
Ah, yes, there we go. 9 guards, rotate every 6 hours. On the outside. And I can check what to know about more. I know they have, like any villa, some people working there. As well as a cat. Known as a Tressum.
What?
A Tressum.
It's a cat. I'm trying to find a picture.
Something more identifying thing.
Sure.
Like Arcana or Nature. Is it magic? Is it not magic?
Choose one. Arcana or Nature.
I always prefer the Arcana because it makes me better. This is 16.
So, this is what you know.
Oh, it's a cat.
With wings.
Cat with wings.
I like to think that Lucretia say it's a Tressum, it's a cat. Then Amber say, oh, it's a cat with wings.
It's probably magical in some way.
A Tressum, you know, with 6. They have a wingspan of 3 feet. They're like the results of wizardly experimentations of house cats. Tressum themselves are intelligent felines, known to form strong friendships with humanoids, particularly rangers and wizards.
So they're familiar.
Is this Tressum powerful? Are we supposed to be careful with them?
It's a familiar.
It's a cat with wings, it's not like a goblin.
Okay.
It has probably some special ability like all familiars.
I see.
Oh, you rolled okay, no. You know that Tressums can detect invisible creatures.
Well, there you have the special feature of the Tressum.
Oh.
It's like, oh no!
Oh, okay. It's not like we have invisibility.
I'm so glad I was never visible in the first place! Ha, I tricked you! I only pretended to be retarded.
What? Who's retarded?
No, making a joke.
Well. Okay, so I believe he won't be much of a problem. The 9 guards, on the other hand, are they veteran? How good are they?
I can find it out for you. Just give me a day and 10 gold.
10 gold. Well, sure.
She waits.
Yep. I gave her
All
the
right.
gold.
Yeah, she counts the coin, no problem. And yeah,
Wait, he counts the coin?
nice. She takes the coin.
What's your brother?
Counts.
I mean,
Well-
take, not count.
To be fair, Unicorn, I would count with my sister. You should be sure.
But that's more a sign of you not being trustworthy than her being cautious.
Yes. Oh.
So, yeah, Joshua, you here? Joshua, are you back already? Aren't you at work?
Hmm?
It's the sound of your little sister.
Oh. Oh. So nice. Oh, yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Karina walks in.
Yeah.
She looks at you. It's like, there was this weird guy in the academy today. You busted into the women's shower, and as she like talks, she turns and sees Amber. Look, gasp! It's you!
The little shit.
Wait,
Talk about yourself.
have you met? Have you met each other before?
Yeah, she's a woman with anger issues.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
She's a forgot by a suck.
Oh. Wait. She was attacked?
I mean, I had it under control.
She had it under control.
How did you get it under control?
I mean, I was just about to do what you taught me to. And she like makes a like punching motion directly towards your groin.
Well, thanks, Amber. I'm really glad that you solved this out.
She just stares at you and shrugs.
Just like,
Yeah, I did that, and
Well, do you want me to
no, it's
vouch?
more it's the tension of the look she gives you. She's not actually saying that. It's more like, yeah,
Oh,
her eyes are saying, "I did that." Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm very thankful for that. And you Karina, be careful. You be careful when walking, especially with those. If I don't remember wrong, that she because her fancy.
Fancier than yours.
Oh, that's. Zolar, are you here?
I'm like, be careful about what? I yet didn't hear about that part.
Your internet is shit.
With the her clothes. The idea
Yes.
is her clothes are fancy, so at least I remember that.
What am I supposed to do? Take them off?
Oh god damn. My guy ignores it. My guy ignores it. Just avoid the alleys. Be careful. See which one, which people is following you. Come on, it's basic.
She takes exceeding pleasure out of making Joshua as awkward as possible.
The goddammit was out of character. My guy's just being straight.
Sure.
Yes.
Alright.
If you want to make your brother uncomfortable, just pick up a stick with.
Oh, don't worry. Gaunt is the best god.
No, I mean literal. He doesn't like
Pick up a literal what? You keep cutting out.
fire.
Just- and you cut out when he said that.
No, you cut out.
Yeah, you did it. Solid.
Yes, I'm the one cutting out, but I don't hear you when I cut out.
I said if she wants to make her brother uncomfortable, she should just get a stick of fire or torch.
She's like, ooh.
Brother's weakness.
Lucretia, do you have one of those torches? She's like, yeah, I do. And hands her a torch. She starts sliding it, waves it at Joshua. Ooh, spook.
Could you not do that inside the building?
My guy takes the torch from her. It's like, be careful, this is danger.
She dodges you. Dodge. Uncanny dodge.
Than you.
Alright, well, I'm done with this scene. Unless you have any other questions. I can tell you what you know at the evening. As you collect some knowledge. You know there are 9 guards for the 10 gold. So they are not veterans. So they are normal guards. So, I mean, the difference is like how much punishment they can take, right? So you're not looking at like really strong people. They're like as strong as the bandits you fought in the tavern at the very beginning, basically. That's the idea you get in your head. You also know that there are 4 people working for the Van Vamper in the village itself. These are the names. I posted it in Roll20. Fendrick Gray is a decrepit 70-year-old butler that has been serving for quite a while. And he's the guy taking the door if somebody has business with the family. Savinder Peck, that's the groundskeeper that Siren met. Gaburi Dwaylan is a fussy 35-year-old cook. He's the cook. And also Ambra Fallwater is a plain-spoken 19-year-old maid. She is also the newest acquisition who joined like 3 days ago. There appears to have been like the old maid was released and she was hired. Why the old maid got like disregarded? You don't know. Maybe she like did something. Who knows?
Well, she was old. What's the name of the old man?
Okay.
What's the name of the old maid and where can we find her?
Oh God.
What?
Yes. Yeah. You can get that information.
Good.
So you have an address of one of the buildings in the lower city. If you want to like give her a visit.
That was my intention behind that.
All right. Let's see if I have like any more information about that one girl or not. Da, 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 da. So yes, you can visit her pretty much without a problem. You have the directions and you see the door that she supposedly lives on the other side from. And I'm assuming you knock and, well, like an elderly woman opens up. She has grey hair, holds herself with with like
I think we
stature.
should pick up Siren before. Or Siren is the only smart one who is good with people.
I mean, yeah, you guys can all be there if you want. Zarif and Delion, as well with
Yes,
Siren.
they can be there too.
So she
Are we
says,
talking about the cook? You cut out.
No, the
several times.
maid. The old
the
maid.
maid.
That
Old
got
maid.
laid off.
Okay, thanks.
so she opens the door and says, and she sees Joshua and says, I'm sorry, I do not wish to convert to any new religion right now.
I shove Siren in front.
Yeah, what she said. We are here for just a friendly neighborly visit and some information.
She looks past you at the lizard folk and the ASMR. There's one of them is like feeding worms. She's like raising an eyebrow.
Look,
Camera.
look,
I do not need any
Look.
trouble.
Diverse neighborhood.
we are not here for trouble. We are here to see if you have any trouble. Your job, maybe. Maybe we can help with.
Immediately suspicious.
Why? You're an idiot sometimes.
Well, how do you think you can help?
But I just
We don't know yet, but maybe if you told us what
20 gold.
I were. That's a bit steep for somebody trying to help you, isn't it?
I mean, that's the help I will accept.
Yeah.
This is like immediately taking your money.
you wanted information from that woman. She wants money from you for that information. Just pay her.
Yeah, but I don't know how much that information is worth, though. How about I give you 10 now and another 10 if I find that information really helpful?
She like sighs, says, I mean, if you wish, I'm open for
How
hire.
about we not? How about we don't speak about this on this?
I know how to cook and clean and take care of the kids. And discipline them if they're unruly.
How much do you ask for your services normally?
So she gives you like a normal price for a servant, manservant basically.
Nice. How much
Is the commission list like beds, cooking, staying at their place, taking care of the kids?
So it's a case of you pay like. So it depends like who you're asking. If it's like for noble family, you have better prices. So she gives you like a list of things she can do, and that she's been doing it for like 20 years already. So it's
Well,
like 8 silver per day.
What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to figure out whatever she's asking for her like normal services, that this is not that different, and that I don't want to pay her 20 gold. I will just pay, I don't know, for 2 weeks of work or something.
You know, Siren gives her 10 gold, I give her 10 gold. Done.
Alright, it's your gold, my friend.
It's my time.
I mean, we don't have enough time to storm it anyway, it's I guess.
Yes, because someone wasted being a perp.
I do not need to know your business with the Van Vamp family. But
I'm,
for 20 gold, I will tell you.
I'm deducting 10 gold.
Alright. So she takes the 20 gold and puts them away.
Hard money flies away already again.
Yeah, so
Everyone in the party having more money than...
she was fired because because apparently she pushed a vase over and it fell to the ground. But it was not her that did it, but the mistress of the house itself, Van Vamper, the Duke, punished her for it. So it's really strange because she could swear it's like she didn't do it. The cat was nowhere near the waist. It just happened, and she lost her job over it. She's very salty.
I want to steer her towards telling us something about the sun in the villa.
So she tells you that they do have. Let's see. What would she know? Double
Like,
checking.
like everything that she can tell her. So many servitors. When are they where? What does she know about all the children?
Layout of the rooms.
What does she know
Where does
about
everybody
everyone?
stay?
Secret doors.
I mean, we can play the dungeon, or I tell you what happened, what is in the dungeon, in the villa instead.
I mean, if we can get information now,
Or if we can,
why
like,
would we want to run around with, like headless chickens in a place that we don't have any information when we could have the information?
So,
we can book
Mara, what you're doing here is you're playing Shadowrun right now.
Yes, because this is exactly what we are trying to do. We are drawing a Shadowrun. We are trying to get someone as fast as possible.
Yes.
And not spend any unnecessary time in that play.
Yeah, you're spending all the unnecessary time preparing for it.
No, this is not unnecessary. This is necessary.
like 10 hours of prep, and then you finish it in 30 minutes. It's what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
we just.
after-
What's the fucking name of it?
So she tells you there is a dungeon underneath the villa itself that she is aware of. A
Is it
dungeon.
what? Another villa?
A dungeon! Can you not hear me? I said it 3 times and you said what
You're
every time?
cutting out.
Oh wow,
Oh.
is it really bad? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole time. He said that there is a dungeon under the villa.
Yeah, I got it the third time.
Okay.
So she does not know much about the dungeon, but it's definitely it's connected to the sewer systems of the city.
Finally.
Because she is the master of sewers. That apparently she set up this place. She knows there's some fishy business happening down there, but she's not supposed to be there. But she knows about it.
Who is she meaning with she? Herself or Talambra?
Herself. She's not supposed to be there to clean up and stuff. Also,
Tell us away from the sewers into the mansion. Like where do we have to enter the sewers to get to the mansion the safest?
I mean, if you could stop interrupting me, I would just tell you. Where are your manners? Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. Why are your hands bound by a red cord?
Why don't you keep talking?
So, Zero, you see a stare down happening between old woman and Amber?
Just wait for one of them to give up.
Alright. She's the wiser one, so she doesn't pick a fight with the barbarian.
Not the She can't look into my character.
Well, here you go. The secret is... I know the secret trapdoor. It's hidden underneath there, and then she gets shot. No!
Fuck you.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, so there is a secret trapdoor in the... what's it called? In the stable.
Ooh, okay.
And it leads directly underneath the villa to the sewer system.
So the trapdoor goes from the sewers into the stables and not directly into the... Just to get it right.
She has not been down there herself, but she knows about the trapdoor.
I have one more question. Has she seen anybody like entering and leaving the dungeon? And was it only the Vantampers, or was there some people from outside or some guard? Stuff like that. Like who frequents that place?
Let's see.
She probably hasn't seen everyone, but maybe somebody. First,
As far as I know, the trapdoor is the security measure to disappear without getting caught, in case anybody would raid this place or ambush. You know, assassins. Typical noble stuff.
Is the stable directly connected to the mansion, or do we have to go outside first?
No, it's not directly connected. That's like the stable is the different is an outside building attached to the wall.
If someone storms the premise and she has to go to leave the building and then go to the stable, where she can get cut up. That's a stupid way of securing your exit.
No, it's not that. It's when people go into the dungeon, she would escape through the secret trapdoor to get out through the stable instead of through the house.
so the trapdoor leads to the dungeon underneath the villa, right?
Yes,
Ah, finally.
Which leads
Okay.
to the sewers.
Yes, somewhere, but
it's
this
attached.
is a
Yes,
separate
it's
villa.
attached to the source. Yes. I mean, this is the part where I don't know this far about the map. Because it's like, you guys will never make it into the villa itself. You get stuck like looking around for stuff for 4 hours. And then you get into the villa and check like the upper stairs, and then the session is over. But now I need to read up ahead.
Yeah, you didn't
So-
prepare enough.
Let's see.
What
That's
does you
the...
know about the whereabouts of Mortlock and Emmerich, and what's the other faces?
I don't know.
That's good.
First, well,
Oh, Firstwell is in the villa usually. He doesn't leave his room that often. I haven't been there all week, so... Mortlock has been gone for a while now. Emmerich usually does his business in the Low Lantern. Always the astute businessman, that young boy. None of the brothers can stand each other.
Important question. If she knows about Emmerich, how often does he like go back to the?
good question.
Go back to the villa.
Yeah, how often does he show at the villa?
So,
How often does he go home?
Yeah.
So-
how often does he?
yeah, so he lives there, of course. So why wouldn't he live in this like gigantic villa that's part of their family?
So like every day?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, she says like, yeah, he comes back every day. Usually works overnights. It's you know, I don't see him often with the scheduling. But yes, a lot of business to attend to. He's supposed
So
to
sometimes-
inherit the whole estate someday.
So it sometimes happens that he's out for like several days.
She thinks it's possible.
Good.
Sometimes.
Good.
I mean, the city is locked down, so he has no reason to be out in the way for longer than a day. There's no travel happening.
Okay, I think we've got what we could from her. So we basically have a plan now.
She like, beware of Alhambra.
Why? What makes her so dangerous?
Yeah, what makes her so dangerous?
She's the master of sewers. You don't know what this woman is capable of.
That's why we were asking.
I mean, personally.
I mean, nobody knew her. She got the title through marriage. 3 marriages to be exact. Each father with each father she bore a son. So now she rules the family name of the Van Vamper herself. She's a strong woman, not a dex fag.
How did their fathers like? Or did they? Yeah, they are all dead, right?
Oh yeah, they passed on long ago. Only she lives. She and her 3 sons.
So was there maybe some rumors in the house of how the 3 guys were? How did they die? Was she ever like implicated by her servants or?
She like gives you the. What does she give you? She's like looking at you seriously and says, of course they pass on from natural course.
Thank you.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
And that is the only thing I can say about her husbands.
Well, I think we're done here. Thank you for your service. We've never been here, you've never seen us, and you've never received 20 gold from us. And you've never told us anything.
I told you, I will not take part of your religion. What is this helm really? It's a scam! Now get out of here!
See, you're scared.
I'll gather the party.
Joshua's
You
like,
can't get out.
I did nothing wrong, why are you so mean to me?
Oh yeah, you shall see the power of Helm, old woman. One day you will see.
Alright.
And we just leave.
So, Siren, you notice that it's time to meet up with that girl, and that you are getting late. As you hear the bells ringing from the towers of Baldur's Gate. Bong! Bong!
Guys, I've got something that I need to take care of.
Do you need to
Can you
pee?
think up a plan? And I'm already like half leaving. I'm like
Yeah.
turning away.
Where are
What?
you going,
No,
goddammit?
wait. No.
Oh no, where? What the fuck you think you're going?
Just like maybe I don't know, just gathering some contacts. Maybe something will come up. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
just tell the
how
truth.
late
Where
is
the-
it in the evening? Or what time is it?
Too late for Siri to get.
Oh,
So it's about like 6.
So Zonalar, I have a proposition.
Yes.
If we want to at least start the thing, Dilla, let's like save the scene with the girl for some other time.
You can make that after the session. Make it a private scene.
Yeah. Even
Yes,
maybe
we can
that
have
makes
some
sense.
hot and steamy one-on-one voice chat. As I
Yeah,
try
then
to
you can
flirt
all-
with you.
Then you can have all your awkwardness out of the way because we aren't listening.
I've done this before with like male players and GM. It always is a hilarious.
It's so fun. It's so much fun. I just I mean, I was just thinking that I let you roll a persuasion check instead.
That also works for me, even though it would be more fun. But I'm okay with it totally. No problem.
Let's table it to the next session to have it like what we start with.
You can all you can write it. You can read the steamy, edgy anime stuff. Right? Yeah.
So, how do you guys? What do you guys want to do?
So,
Wait until the evening to bust in, or
What hour is it? Or what time is it?
right now it's like it's getting late. It's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock.
Well,
Well,
Oh,
factually, the Siren still.
yeah, Siren is still like unavailable this evening.
well,
but
then
maybe...
my guy's gonna drink.
I mean, you guys
So-
can do the
I
classical
think
thing
we
of
will
starting
go
at
back.
midnight.
Yeah, something like
would
that.
go back to the 3 kegs, have a drink, and make plans.
Yep.
You can roll the persuasion. Not then you'll be with them in
Yeah.
around 20 minutes. She kicks you out.
I didn't understand most of that, but it's
But
not weird.
idea.
What was the idea? I also didn't understand.
My wife said that I can roll the persuasion check, and if it fails, then I'll be like available quite soon. In half an hour,
Ah.
I'll be back.
Alrighty, guys, let's do this. It's time to break in.
And if
Kill a
you
noble.
succeed persuasion, you have to succeed endurance too.
Oh yeah, constitution.
No.
Oh, no, this woman
That was
knows.
it complete-
This woman knows the 3 date rule. 3 dates before the mattress.
Well, I guess then I will have to lemon law her. All right. Well, let's do that. Let's roll a persuade. Because anyways, whatever happens, it would spend some time with her.
Yeah, I want to have a scene, so I don't want the persuasion check right now.
Okay. So let's say that at like 1 o'clock in the morning we can all reconvene, and it's even better to do
Yes.
it after midnight. Everybody expects people at midnight.
Oh yeah, at midnight, like all the guards are outside, and then 5 minutes later they're all gone again.
Usually the best one is early, 7, 8 is when people don't.
Oh,
expect.
more like 4 o'clock in the morning, like that.
Well,
Yeah.
4 is more expected, like 6 when they're working. so
7.
6
No,
is
but
Okay.
6
working
they
up.
are waking up.
I think Josh.
Oh,
7. You
Ju-
take them at 7 because they're either in their underpants, showering and pissing, or having breakfast.
Like in the morning?
Yes.
So Joshua will tell you when to go break in, when like the best time for breaking in, because he got the information when the guard shift will be happening.
Oh yeah.
What did we lose? Alright, oh, okay.
So
So you guys
What is
comparative to when the guard shift is happening. Do you want to start like 10 minutes before, or like be there when the shift happens?
Well, we
oh,
can
how many
do-
forces? How many forces from the Flaming Fists do we have?
No one, it's just us.
we
Just us?
Yeah,
yeah
Seriously?
yes.
This adventure is built for 4 adventurers to play through, and you all have 5 plus an NPC. No, 2 NPCs. If you bring the young guy with you. What's his name? William? Wilhelm? Willem.
Willem Dafoe? Okay, whatever.
Do you bring...
First thing I would like to do is Asa find this sewer, so prevent her from leaving through the sewers. Or going
So-
in through the sewers.
Oh,
You're saying we should separate?
wait,
No.
is
Oh,
the
you-
plan is the plan to get in the dungeon first or first in the building?
So my idea is that how I understood it from that old woman the trapdoor is exactly at somewhere at some junction where you either go like further into the villa, like into the villa, or into the sewers. Like it's all connected. It's sewers, the dungeon, and the trapdoor. So if we like make our way in through the trapdoor and then through the dungeon, which is anyways probably what the book expects, then we should be able to cut her off if she wanted to escape, because this is the way she would want to escape. On the
Okay,
other
so
hand, if
small info.
Because
Notices that she's getting attacked from
we
down
could
there,
also
So I have important information. The trapdoor in the stables leads into the dungeon, not into the villa. The trapdoor is the secret part. There is a normal stairs inside the villa that leads into the dungeon as well.
yeah, that's what I thought. Like it's probably connected, like the dungeon, right?
the
So
trapdoor connects the dungeon. The trapdoor goes to the dungeon. The dungeon itself is connected to the sewer. But
Yes.
the trapdoor is in the stables.
yes. So there are two ways to get into the dungeon, and the trapdoor is the secret way to get out in case like flaming fists start busting in or something like that happens.
Propose we just block the trapdoor so it can
Yeah.
be used.
Yes. Per example, that would be a good idea.
Then we just bust into the villa.
Yeah, then we go to the he just said is
Yeah.
from the sewers into the dungeon. From the
Oh.
dungeon into the what the fuck?
The sewers?
Can we like make a diagram?
Yes, we need a diagram.
Can you draw it for us?
We need some graphical assistance.
Just so the dungeon is connected.
You can go from the mansion and from the stable into the dungeon, and from the dungeon you can go.
Oh, not from the mansion. You can't.
Zon, just draw it for us, please, because
You can in the mansion you can go into the dungeon.
Ah, you can. Okay.
Yes, you can.
I don't
Okay,
see anything.
so the dungeon is connected to the sewers, to the mansion, and to the stables,
Oh,
basically.
shit.
right?
Yes.
So we have the choice to go through the sewers.
If you guys know a way
Not
into
through
the sewers
through
instead,
through the gate or over the wall.
I mean, do you guys know a way into the sewers?
draw me connections.
Well, that was Joshua's part about finding a way to the sewers.
Yeah, I gave you a way. Like, you guys didn't even know what you're looking for. He paid 10 gold, and then I gave you all the information.
So can we assume we have the information how we get from the sewers to the dungeon?
You didn't know about the dungeon underneath the villa.
But now we know.
Yes, now you can pay another 10 gold.
Some of those other facts.
So the problem is, this information is secret, because the master of sewers is Duke Van Vamper herself. So this is secret because this is her personal way to, do business. That's why nobody knows about her, because she knows all the data like about the sewers in the city.
Okay, so we
could
probably
just
won't
spend a
use
day
the
from-
sewers.
Walking through the sewers around the area and looking if you find something.
So if it helps,
Oh.
imagine like the sewers themselves are surrounding the dungeon, like all the rooms. All the rooms of like underneath the villa are connected with the sewers. And and one room leads into the Van Vamper villa. A different room leads to the trapdoor in the stable. And there are more rooms. She suspects. In fact, yeah, I can tell you this. She would know that like some weird cultists work with her. She has seen the skull.
So the
Okay.
trapdoor was in the stables. Now it's a connection to the villa. Okay.
No, that's what I'm like. I'm doing these lines. I need zonal.
Yeah, the trapdoor is in the stables.
What
the
do we know
trapdoor is,
zonal?
the trapdoor is to the stables and connects to the dungeon. The villa has a connection to the dungeon. The sewers has a connection to the.
Sewers dungeon is a connection also.
So I'm
Everything is connected to the dungeon. And nothing is connected directly.
Yes, exactly.
I don't get it. Still.
I mean, if they shit in the, do they go to the stables?
Donala, can I play my mage? She would go through this.
You guys are magical.
I mean,
I'm never going to play Shadowrun with you.
Look, my literal job is to understand complex systems, and I'm getting lost here.
Is it even complex?
and my job is to create complex systems, basically.
And you're still lost.
Yes.
That's why I want the diagram. It always helps in these situations.
You're the visual guy, right? You're the visual.
I have a whole map of the villa. Why don't you just bust in and I can use the map?
I don't see the problem. We just have to.
The question
Block
is,
the
would you
sewer.
have the whole map of the villa unlocked for us or use line of sight?
Okay, so we storm the villa and we hope for.
Could back up the sewers. I mean,
Well, we need
place
to look
some boulders in there.
You guys, it's
The way-
possible to find a way into the sewers. That's not the problem. The problem is finding the way from the sewers to the villa portion.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
that's the
propose we get into the mansion over the walls. Over
Yeah,
the
exactly.
over the western wall.
Yes, the one that is the least.
It is secured.
And that is at least seen from other parts of the
God, this is getting so obnoxious with you.
Are you guys? Do you guys want to like? What do you want to do about the 9 guards? They go in groups of 3, and the guard shift changes every 6 hours.
We just tell them we are not there for them, we are there for what, whatever the face is. And if they get in our way, they get arrested and beaten.
Plan A, we avoid. Plan B is pick one just said. Plan C, I don't have a plan C, so fuck that.
Let's see you set it on.
With the 10 gold you paid, you would know. You would have the information that those guards don't take bribes because they are too well paid off to take any bribes.
Well, are they too well paid off to risk their lives?
Yes.
Usually they fear Talambra more than any kind of like greenhorn adventurers.
Well, then it's pretty much plan C from the get-go.
We kill our way through everything.
Plan C, we murder hobo now.
We just have to beat them. We have to
So-
just knock them unconscious.
So we spent like 3 hours of real time in preparation so that we can murder over this
No,
shit.
it
Yeah.
was 3 hours of preparation. This was literally 1 hour of preparation
Okay,
and
okay.
2 hours of.
I mean, you guys wanted to visit the High House of Wonders, and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy they visit all of these cool monuments in the city, but I have nothing prepared for this. No.
The wondrous
But
place.
I mean, you even
No!
I mentioned it because it's part of the city and it's unique and cool, not because I want you to go there. I mean, look, that's not a problem. It's an open world, and I want it to be open. It took me off guard.
No.
I mean, if you put a building with a balcony there where we can oversee potentially the mansion, I mean, what
But he
would we do?
didn't.
Okay, you arrive at the wall. There is a bottle on the ground with a
what?
stopper on it. A bottle, a glass bottle. It appears to be
okay.
closed and has a liquid in it.
It's a trap.
It's just lying there? Is it like
It's standing.
Or is it just like thrown?
Casually leaning
it's-
against the wall,
Like
pretending like it's cool.
next to the wall, outside or inside?
Outside.
Oh,
Why are you so...
I put a bottle into the game. Immediately suspicion.
Okay.
We're getting a stop
Ignore-
by a bottle.
I'll make a point of ignoring that bottle.
Play
just,
Shadowrun. the
just
future.
don't step on it.
Don't disturb the bottle, guys.
Intimidation on the bottle.
The bottle is afraid. Yes.
Are you gonna make a Shadowrun one?
I have
never
one
going
question.
to play Shadowrun with you.
How do we get over the
Why
wall?
not?
I mean,
Because you're awful at everything.
so let's move your token down here. One of you guys needs to give me a stealth check to navigate the group of people through the upper city at night.
Who's good at stealth and good at not rolling terribly?
This is just so that the watch guard doesn't see you.
You have to see.
I'm quite stealthy.
All right.
I'm voting for Rhea rolling.
I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
Okay.
Every minute
That
he
gives
comes
me
back, so you can
24.
touch him and cast guidance, and then he goes forward again.
Oh, he rolled good, but you can roll 1d4. Like,
No guidance. No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Guidance is a touch spell, and you go forward to lead the group.
okay.
You
So
know?
it's only 21.
Yeah. Only 21. Yes. For you, it's no problem. You see, like the city guards themselves. It's pretty well regulated up here. The guards are competent, and they check with each other, like if they see anything suspicious, and you slip right through them. And you reach the Van Vamper Villa without incident.
Okay. So far, so good.
I want to know, Joshua, did you actually force Wilhelm with you, like 4 a.m. in the morning?
William, no.
Okay. Yeah, because it would be a crime, and you would be a bad leader.
Crime.
I mean, a moral crime. You're only busting in to kill like a duke, you know.
Yeah, that's not the problem. The problem is I woke up him early.
Yeah, that's the crime.
I thought we were trying to get her arrested first and then get her accidentally killed. Why are you rolling?
Oh, she accidentally died on the way back to Baldurin's tower.
Yes. She fell into the water and got ripped into shreds by Ice Dagger.
I don't know what happened, Cloud Dagger.
Okay. So, what's the plan exactly? We go.
You stand by the wall. What's the plan?
I forbid everyone from using this sentence again.
First, we barricade every escape route.
That we know.
Yeah.
No, even the ones we don't know of.
Yeah,
Especially those ones.
The first thing. Okay, the first thing we will encounter is 3 guards.
Yes, and
Okay.
You can sneak past them if you like. What do you?
Just so you know.
I'm sorry. I will stop telling you what you can or cannot do. You can do everything you want.
Just
I
barricade.
fly to the top of the mansion.
Can I just get this done with, and then if you say I can just do what?
I mean, yes, you can leave. You can quit this quest. This quest line is too long. I don't have any patience. I'm done with all of this. Like, kill this noble family here.
I hope Ember can climb with this cord on her hands.
No, we just boost her up. She's light.
You like throw her over the wall.
Nobody
Okay.
does this Ember.
So that does mean that I will have to push her up, probably,
Yeah, we'll help.
because
No, wait, I'm not touching her. She would kill me. She said so before.
Nice
said so before.
assumption, my friend.
No, you said it. You literally said it. If you touch me again, I will kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember
who's going first? So let's just go into the alley.
I just have a small question. Did you guys want to buy a grappling hook or no?
No.
Why not?
Because we are stingy with money.
Idiot.
It's one gold piece.
Cost.
You can just use crates.
Grappling hooks cost money. Crates are forever.
Crates and
How,
crouch
Well,
jumps.
Zonala, how much does a fucking grappling hook cost?
1 gold.
Okay.
How much is the crate?
Amber arrives with 7 gold piece, 7 grappling hooks. A crate is, let's say, like 5 copper.
Yes, you know, I'm gonna arrive with 12 grappling hooks and hang two and slam 2 of them into each of those guys. Or they have grappling hooks inside them forever.
I guess we would buy grappling hooks for everyone then. I'm willing to pay for it because I'm.
So here I have Siren. I need from you your persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see how popular you are. All right, 17. So the chick you met is an engineer, and she's been developing like some devices that you would like attach to like you would usually use it with a crossbow. It's like a different head for crossbow bolts that you shoot at against like stone walls, and it would pierce into the stone and then split open to anchor.
And make a lot of noise and damage.
Yeah, make a super loud noise.
No, it's not like you're shooting a ballista.
Oh, I'm not meaning the shooting makes a noise, it's the impact at the
Yeah.
breaking
Yeah.
of the wall.
Yeah.
But I
Can
mean,
you-
you can also shoot it over the wall.
Can you use it with a crossbow?
I mean, it's like a grappling hook, but instead of like depending on it to grapple on something, you can like shoot it into stone instead.
Sonala, right now I really regret not having said that we take the time until I get rid of the cord. The frustration inside me is killing myself.
You built a. She also developed a trampoline, and you take the.
If I go by the level of frustration inside me and projected an emperor, she's going to kill the first guy that ever gets it.
So what I'm hearing is Amber is an exhaustion level 4.
No. No, she's at frustration level.
I'm sorry.
How is she gonna kill anyone without taking out the cord?
Yeah, aren't you used?
Man, she's stopping to give a shit by that.
Next scene we see is Joshua lies dead on the floor and Amber walks away with a cord around her hands.
I don't understand it. Who's laying dead on the...
Joshua.
Oh yeah.
And Amber walks away.
No matter
I
how
mean,
many-
I can still grab him, head against the wall until either the wall or the head give,
Sure.
and I'm putting my bets on the head, the wall, not giving it.
Okay, can we like use that grappling hooks, scale the wall, then scale which is top
You
down
asked
because
me
we
to
are
lend it to you,
Yes.
so you can break it into a duke's.
I mean, yeah. Tell me
very
what you do. I want you to describe your action. It's dark. It's a moonlit night tonight.
I went into the small elevator.
Yeah, you can move your tokens into this tiny
Already
elevator.
have.
So
I just want to get over this wall.
I just want to know what Saurif thinks of this plan.
I hope he's not thinking about his plan at all. I hope he's thinking about anything, because this is making me depressed.
Okay, and
Okay, sorry. What is your?
I whispered to Siren, probably Amber wants to go first. So we can push her up.
You do that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Amber should go first, so I can push her up.
Yeah, Amber, go first. Dalian is gonna push you up.
So Dalian,
Not you, I swear.
you know that the tree would be located here from what you've seen before. So if you want her to be able to hide immediately.
Okay, so go parallel to the tree.
Yep.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, because it's hidden.
Fuck this.
Describe to me what
Can
you
the
guys are doing.
Can the NPC move a bit to the north?
Oh, yes, of
That was-
course. I can step aside.
Okay.
She's wearing a sock over her head. No, it's a ski
Come here, Amber,
mask.
I will push you up the wall, and on the other side there's a tree to hide.
She has those classical World of Warcraft bandit masks that cover the nose and the mouth. It's red.
So she's from the Defias Brotherhood now.
I killed Siren. He's like on the ground bleeding. I'm not sure if he's crying or laughing.
It's Natasha's hideous laughter spell. Why did you have to do it?
Okay, he's done. I grabbed my sword and put him out of his misery.
Too much.
Everybody can take an inspiration as we start.
Great, I already have one. Fuck you.
It's
Why
the
does
first
this always
that
happen
you give me
to
sen-
me?
that you give me sense for.
Unicorn, roll me an athletics check with disadvantage. But you do get advantage because of the grappling hook rope.
And I push her up, so
I don't care. I have an 18 even with the
So-
disadvantage.
So, yes, disadvantage on advantage average themselves out. It helps that you're pushing, so it makes it easier. There's like some gruffing and some shh, and Amber's head pops over the wall, and she lands on the other side.
So there was a bush.
That's a tree.
That's a tree. That's not a bush. Where was I supposed to hide?
By the tree. So, Amber, you are on top of the wall. Do you go to the ground, or do you wish to like jump into the tree and hide in the
First, I want to
branches?
look around before I do anything.
Well, as you stand on top of the wall, you see. Do you see those three guards to the top of you? Yes, they don't see you right now, but they are about to if you don't move your butt.
Well, if I go into the tree, there's gonna be a lot of noise, right?
It's going to be a stealth check.
Which I'm very. It was a joke.
Nice joke.
What else have I as an option? Jumping down.
It's a grass floor. You see the Van Vamper Villa. Further forward is like a dirt road that connects between the doors itself. But right now you are on the spot. They did not see you yet. Like they have not been looking in your direction. But they are about to.
Well, I give a quick hand sign for that, like, with a 3 thing. Point down and...
With your bound
try to
hands.
quietly jump. Yes, with my bound hands.
Okay.
I still have my fingers free.
Athletics.
Most.
No, a self check. I mean, yeah.
Well, I think I am fucked AIDS away, so let's get... So what do you want me to roll now?
Not a natural one. A stealth check.
Well, it's just a 5.
So, this is what's happening.
Use
Amber.
my inspiration on this.
Okay, roll again.
No, that's a question. Do I want to do this?
I don't know. You have to tell me. It's your character.
No, I want to see where this goes. I want to see how hard you're going to fuck me in the ass.
Amber, you hear? Huh? What's that? And one of the guards says, I don't know. It's like, no, I heard some rustling. And he like starts walking towards the tree.
I make cat noises.
You make what?
No, I make cat noises with my... Can we hear this?
Roll me.
Then I will...
Amber is making cat noises. Roll me a performance check. Did you want to help, Siren? Is that what I'm hearing? I make cat noises?
Yeah, I wanted to help with Tomato.
Okay, yeah, sure. You also make cat noises to support the cat noise. Roll performance with advantage.
Oh my gosh.
That's karma. That's karma for always berating us for rolling the
So, Siren, and everybody, this is
No,
what
I
you...
said, no, I'm going to use inspiration.
This is what you all hear on the... oh, you want to roll inspiration right now?
Well, is it going to be funny if I don't?
Yes.
It is. It's
Okay.
all allowed.
Not going to.
So you hear... okay, so I need to double... There's a name, and I don't know the name right now. I need to check what's the name. So they talk about...
What kind of noises does that stupid cat today?
How is the cat getting outside again? I don't know. It appears to be in the tree. Oh my. It's like, I don't want to climb up there and get the cat out of the tree. That's what all of you hear from the other side of the wall, as well as Amber. So like, fine, I go up there and they check on it.
I just scratch your face.
I want to make another cat noise somewhere that is not the tree. Maybe on our side of the wall.
The cat, yeah, it's like, stupid cat. Who would name their cat Slobber Chops anyway?
What? Floppy job?
Slobber Chops.
That's perverted.
Amber, why don't you roll me a saving throw?
Which one?
Which one is so that you don't laugh out loud at the name being said by the guard right underneath you?
Wisdom?
Wisdom or...
It's wisdom
Yeah,
or
wisdom.
charisma?
No, it would be wisdom, I guess.
Let's say wisdom. Controlling your mind and body.
I mean, I literally have the personality trait that I rarely laugh or smile.
You have advantage on this.
Well,
Good. You like snort a little bit, but stop. and they don't spot you. But the guard starts like climbing up the tree. There are a few branches between all of you, but I want you guys to have a chance to intercept or intervene, or like I don't know, roll in.
Yeah, that was the idea. If I hear the guard clamber up the tree, I will want to make another cat noise. Let's say I can make it whenever.
There's a range to the spell itself.
Yeah. I have it somewhere. So you create that originates from a point of your choice within range. What the fuck? 30 feet. Okay. So,
That you need to see, I guess.
Yeah. But
I
I
can just make it
see...
from the corner of the roof next to him or something.
No, I'll make it from here.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
So
I see.
I want to kind of like make them think that the cat already left the tree and it's outside now. And then we have to hurry, guys.
I let you roll another performance check, or you can use Arcana instead.
Oh, me.
Can I now help him with God?
Yes, you can guide him.
Okay.
What does guidance? Yeah, 1d4. Right.
1d4.
You have the power. You feel the support of Helm
So I have
to fulfill your duty as a flaming fist and kill a duke.
Exactly.
I clicked the one.
There we go. It's a 20. So the guard's like, what?
And
The meowing is coming from the other side of the wall. What? She jumped over? I'm halfway up the tree already. It's like, we need to get her. Valambra is going to be so mad if we lose Schlobber Chops. And the guard jumps back down and they run out of the gate outside.
Shit. Okay.
You hear the noises of the gate. I mean, it's well oiled, but you do hear like a and then a donk.
Be the point where we climb up as fast as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
Yeah. You're piling in. It's not a problem. You're like hot.
You know, my idea is now I quickly go to the gate, or we quickly go to the and lock it, so they can't come back in.
yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I mean, they're going to make a ruckus outside. And
They
then
will
know there's
alarm
someone
the other,
inside.
but they will alarm the other guards.
Probably
What I
not.
mean, they will make a ruckus, and people will know that someone is inside.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can let.
So I
somebody
leave
do
the
a
stupid.
stealth check.
I leave the decision to do a stupid thing to you.
I'm so glad that you planned for all of these things beforehand.
Fuck you.
The thing is, we don't have a map or something, so we can't plan.
So, Zon, maybe you can let Amber roll a stealth check if she wants to lock.
Yeah, I want to know what Amber wants to do.
Further up the alley. So that they like
So you see this place here, right? Like this corner.
No, I don't see anything beyond. What's
No, it's black for us.
Yeah, but you see there's a wall, right?
No.
Yes.
Yes. And there's that.
Amber said no, so I don't
This is
see.
the area that I can see.
Oh.
Move a little up to the top of the map, just one square, and you will see everything. I think.
Oh, it's because you are in the
Oh.
tree. The tree itself
Yeah,
blocks vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Okay, so we
Oh, now I
Because
can't
also-
even delete the thing that I draw. What the fuck?
also climb onto the tree and jump onto the roof.
So what do you want?
Okay,
to do?
yeah.
Stat check.
So
The distance,
the distance from the tree to the roof
3
is
meters.
like 10.
15. That's what? Not the roof here. The roof here.
Is there a roof here?
Yes.
Oh, that's Amber doing this.
Ah,
She drew on the map, and now it cannot be deleted.
okay. How hard is a jump like that? I mean, I would probably know more or less how far I can jump as a character, right?
I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by trying to fix the drawing.
I fixed it.
Fix it.
I just
mean,
had to
how-
draw. I just had to pull my character out of the way.
So Delion, it's a 15 feet jump. You can do it.
Okay, that's yeah, but without any running start or so, that's quite difficult.
That's
Or
why
you
you
can
have
use
the
the
jump
grappling
spell.
hook.
That's why the jump spell is very useful.
Yes.
Amber starts lecturing you on spells inside of the tree.
So this tree here is near from the wall, right?
Yes.
So we could go on this tree and
But
jump
there will
onto
be
the
the other
roof.
guards.
You would that is the kind of information you noticed from exploring the best way to get onto the roof. It would be the other tree, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are the other guards.
Yes.
So that's stupid. I'm not making any more cat noises. Fuck it.
Wait a
It,
sec.
it depends on our timing. I mean,
I can make a standing jump till there.
go from here into this direction if they rotate, right?
Yes.
So if we would slowly go in the clockwise direction.
All right.
Slow.
I do need to know. Did you guys go in right after the shift change, so that you have 6 hours? Like, if it all goes perfectly, or what was the plan with the shift change? Like going before or after?
During? I don't know. Siren, what was the fucking plan?
That was the time we stopped planning. Someone said, "Oh, we just go now." So
I think the
So,
most.
I can make a standing jump till there. Is that enough to catch the edge of the roof
It's enough to roll me an athletics check.
with disadvantage?
I mean, if you land on it with your feet, no.
Important question.
I mean, I
It's
can't
almost-
land on the roof with my feet, I think, or is the tree higher than the roof?
It's almost 10 past 10. How longer do we think we're gonna?
I think we can stop here actually.
Yeah.
be probably a good point.
I want to make this roll.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, yeah, do your roll. So I know if we have to start with combat or not.
Oh.
Amber disappears from the map.
Wait, where did
See.
she go? Oh, okay, I get it.
I don't get it. I don't
So-
see anything anymore.
Yeah, it's dark. So I don't even know. You can you even see in the dark, Amber?
Yes, I
You
can-
told us
I'm in
that,
Azimur. I can see the dark. Yes.
and so you told us that it's never really dark in the garden because of the lights they have.
Yeah, if they are humans, then
You're right. There are lights. Let me.
No.
So I'm
I can
trying.
make them go away.
This is not working.
No, it's not. I don't know what is not working, but it's not. Oh, that is great. I can see so much nothing. No, I can see. It's you. Can see even more nothingness.
What are you talking about? You're on the roof.
It's getting more and more nothingness. But I don't see anything interesting for up here.
Use.
Is it stable again?
Oh, that's on the exact opposite side of the map.
Fuck you.
Shit, we need to barricade the thing. Oh my god.
Yes, that means you need to stay down there and barricade this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can
Okay.
pull you up with a rope or something.
But there are horses that will give us away, and there are other guards. We have to like deal with a lot of shit.
As someone who worked with horses, that's a player. As a player, the horses don't give a shit about you.
You
Oh,
go
and
in,
the
they
place smell like
immediately
fucking
start
soda.
winning, like really loudly.
Yeah.
Bruh! They cry. They start puking. It's really
if a
bad.
stranger walks into the stable at our place, they don't give a shit. They just poop and eat and sleep.
Well, they have
That's all what the horses care about.
they have a proper stable worker at this villa who teaches the horses to be spooked at all times. So, you know.
Unrideable horses in the whole town.
No, but I mean, it makes sense because these horses probably are not like used to.
They are used to humans and people.
Yeah, they are in a city, so they would
They
be
don't
used to other
differentiate
people, yeah.
between a tiefling and not a tiefling.
What now?
Also,
Tiefling or not a
the stable
tiefling?
usually smells like ammoniac anyway,
Ammoniac?
at least slightly.
Like you can teach me all about stables between the sessions. So,
I'm not doing.
thank you guys for playing. I'll stop the recording now. We will continue, if all goes well, next week.
I
Okay.
don't know.